Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes! 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 Hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And it's Monday, my dudes! Which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle! And I'm joined, as always, by my colonial co-host and collaborator. It's my patriotic pal, Sinatra Says.
Hello.
I forgot your name for a second there. I think I covered for it well.
It's your patriotic pal, Sinatra.
Sinatra Says. I was really, because it's patriotic pal, and I wanted to say P to the dub. But, I mean, what do you know? What do you know? Fucking happy belated Thanksgiving.
Oh, thank you, sir.
How did it all go? With the, did you set up a game of Monopoly? Was there violence?
No Monopoly violence, probably somewhere, not with me. But no, we did the steak and it turned out perfectly.
Now, I mean, you of the chat, you may be thinking, why is he 10 minutes late? Well, right, I was 5 minutes late. And then for 5 minutes, we were just talking about, because Sinatra sent me a photo of the steak, and we were just talking about that for a fucking hot minute.
I made my own garlic butter. I talked about this Friday, but you would know if you were here. I made my own garlic butter, and I ended up roasting the garlic before melting down the butter sticks. And I mushed the garlic in the butter, so it's still there, but it's mushed. And then when you spread it or throw it in the pan for the steak, it completely dissolves it. Oh.
Now, I mean, I know what you're saying, and I have done it as well, right? But the thing is, when it comes to garlic butter, because you're cooking with the garlic, I don't like to roast it first. Now, when you roast it, don't get me wrong, and there is, logistically, it makes sense, because it goes really soft, and you can just squish it in, right? A bit squishy garlic?
Are you asking?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do you know?
Yeah, I roasted it.
Yeah. But then the thing is, because I did that, and as we all know, my garlic butter dinosaurs are the stuff of legend. Well, at least mythology. But I found that because I'm using the garlic butter to cook, I'm effectively cooking the garlic twice. And I thought that changed the taste a little bit. Because it does sweeten up once you've cooked with it, you see. Like, you've roasted it, it turns a little bit sweeter, I found.
It not to the point where you can tell, but I think the important distinction is you are using a completely different cut of meat. Like, your steak is different than, like, what our steaks are. Because our steaks are just ribeye, baseball, etc., etc. You're using, like, flank and sirloin.
You don't have sirloin over there?
We do, but it's considered more of a hamburger meat in most things.
Really? That is a posh fucking hamburger right there. Because, I mean, sirloin, you're paying for the cut. Which, I mean, I've often, whenever, you have a conversation about steak, which, with men, is actually more often than you would think.
Yes, it comes up quite a lot.
It does. But there's always that the myth that has been perpetuated, and I looked into this, and it is fake, that it was, because it's not a sirloin, it's a loin steak, but there was a king that enjoyed it so much he had it knighted.
Really?
Hence sirloin, right? Now, and no, not really, but that is something that, that is a steak-based fact that a lot of people like to throw around. Even though, if you look it up, no, it's actually complete bullshit. But the story's nice.
Is it?
No, it is a nice story. It's not true. It's not true. But then, as I said, men talk about steak a lot, so that is a story I've heard a lot. And I was just like, do you know what? Fuck you. I'm looking this up. No.
I have never heard that.
Well, no, I think it's an English-based law because, it was king. Y'all aren't big on a monarch.
Not anymore.
Well, unless it's a Burger King, I suppose. But still, sirloin beef patties, eh? Oof.
Yeah, sirloin. I've seen that before. Sirloin is referred to as top butt.
Yeah, top as in best. Best butt. Ridiculous Lunatic says, steak law. Go on. I like that, steak law. I'm sensing a new podcast. Steak law with Sinatra.
Between the cuts.
Trimming the fat with Polydub and Sinatra. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. It was a bloody long weekend over here in Derby. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, well, I mean, as we all know, it was the football on Friday, and what a result it was.
Yep.
The amount.
Poor Canada.
Poor Canada. What did Canada do?
You don't remember the bet I sent you?
Oh, if we draw, then Canada have to take Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You know, I actually saw much the same thing with James Corden as well.
Your audio is ducking for me. I don't know. I don't think it's on my end. Yeah.
Let me check my settings. People of the stream, people of the chat, how do I sound? If I do sound shit, then it's likely everything going on. If I sound all right and it's just Sinatra, then it's likely Discord. Everything.
It's not every word, but it's every few words. It just ducks for a couple of syllables.
You know, maybe it's my audio gate might be too low. Here we go. That's better. That's better. I had to lower it because, of course, I was coughing quite a lot in the past couple of weeks. So I just turn away from the microphone and cough, and then because the gate was so low, it wouldn't pick it up. But I think then it turned on automatically determine input sensitivity. So I've turned that off, and I should sound better now.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, yeah, there we go. See, look at that. Hey, fucking 6 years doing YouTube. I finally fucking worked it out. Big Joe says, sounds good to me. Thank you very much. Bookworm Addict says, you sound fine, Drunkle. Now, was that fine or fine? Because Hubris and Joshua Montgomery saying much the same thing, except for Daryl O'Dell says, sounds good. Shuru Gospel says, you sound sober. I've had two double Jim Beams. I've got a fucking Jack Daniels in front of me, and I've got a bottle of Corner Shop Piss next to me, which they only sell in bottles of 4 litres. So that's just how bad that shit is. We're going to work on it tonight. But yeah, it was a heavy weekend. Of course, the old foosball on Friday, and that was followed by. I saw many a fight. At half time as well. It's like people waited and then went, right, we've got 15 minutes. Who fucking wants it?
I like that.
Yeah, right. It's the British way. Fucking brilliant. I had a fucking great time, but good Lord, am I tired? And I'm sipping my drinks slowly, precariously, and carefully tonight. But I didn't throw up. Polly's not here. All right, there's no one to be proud of me.
Good for you.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black. What?
Derek LaRue throws $10 with no message. But hey, Derek LaRue, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. You tell him Steve Dave threw $1.99 saying, you all shouldn't be fuckers. And that is with a capital F as well. It has been benounced. Clearly none of you can smash since... Nice. So clearly none of you can't smash since the ratio sucks. Validate your existence and smash the like button lest you get nary a single fuck for the rest of your lives. Fuckers! Steve Dave laying down the goddamn law right there for $1.99. Thank you very much, Steve Dave. And Sid?
Indeed. Derek LaRue for 10 no comment. Thank you.
We love it. We love to see it, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Now, the chat has just been berated for the likes ratio, so I'm just going to go ahead and I say tick that one off. I'm not. I'm crossing it off. Is that Derek LaRue again? He's not here! But Jessica Alba is here. God, I've never wanted to be a bottle of vodka so bad in my life. So we've got chat wins the game. We'll see if that happens. An article's pulled up and more than 2 minutes of unrelated banter pass before it's ever addressed. Alcohol talk. Awkward dead air. Polly blames insomnia for saying something retarded. Some twat with a stupidly loud engine in the background. Technical difficulties. Would that count because I was dropping out on Discord for you? But I mean, it sounded fine on the show. So does that count?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either. Very good. Bot invasion. I mean, the bots have forsaken me. I don't know why they come by anymore. Gun talk. Sinatra passes gas. Shenanigans. Polly rant. Man. Someone goes for a wee. Fucking massive donation. The news goes way over time. Drunken makes a terrible pun. Donations play at the same time. Police or ambulance siren in the background. We don't need editors. The show goes on for 2+ hours. Somebody says something racist, and Polly is late. Let me just go ahead and whoop, whoop. So we're 2 squares in already there.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I mean, I don't know why I keep unfucking crossing that square at the end of the show. I should just keep Polly as late, just down, just permanently.
Yeah, that might be a good call for that one, honestly.
Even on Wednesdays.
I do specifically on Wednesdays.
I was actually saying about this in a pub because, like, I didn't rush home. I had to hit the shop to replenish my tobacco stocks and everything. So I was like, all right, there's no rush. Sinatra texts me saying he may be late, and I'm like, well, okay, but there's no point in me just starting the show if I'm the only one, and I will be the only one if Sinatra is late. So I enjoyed a casual saunter home. I sashayed along the high street, said hello to a couple of people, said hello to the Indian man who runs the shop, and it was all right. Bit cold though.
It is a wee bit chilly. That's true.
A wee bit chilly. So, I mean, we can't really go any further without talking about the result of, fucking my country versus your country, the clash of the Titans. Did you manage to catch any of it? Did you see any highlights? Do you even give a shit?
No, and no.
No, I didn't think so. It was I mean, you did say like, oh, fucking, well, keep us abreast, keep us updated. So, I mean, I literally just sent 2 fucking messages to Sinatra. Just go, right, half time, it's 0-0. And then full time, 0-0, shit match. And it fucking was. People were getting bored. Which is very, very difficult to do as an Englishman in a pub. But they were managing it. So, rather than, fucking delve into that then, as you don't really care about that game, and the game itself, from my point, was a shit game, how about we have a poll, Sin? You want to have a poll?
Sure.
We can have a poll, because if you recall last week, I had 3 games that we could choose from for here at the AAA, and now, as we played one of them, I have 2 games, but that means there's still 2 to choose from, so I'm going to ask. It says right here, I've got to press the button, ask your community, and you are community. Put in the cum in community. What game shall we play? We have What That Tweet and Movie Quotes. The poll is up. Pretty sure you only get 1 vote each, so use it wisely, because this isn't actually a democracy, and if you vote the wrong way, then, whoa, jail.
I voted.
Fucking hell, you did, didn't you? Already?
Yeah. I want movie quotes.
Love a fucking democracy. I fucking love voting.
I do love democracy. I hate when they call what we are a democracy, because we're not, but I do love democracy.
A democratic republic.
We are just a republic.
Just a republic, yeah. You like that top bit of Ireland. The boring bit of Ireland. So use your votes wisely, guys. We've got 2 to choose from. It's the clash.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
And it's Colt Krill for 10.
What?
Imagine actually going to the World Cup and not being able to drink during the match. It had to be torture for the Europeans.
Dude, they were not happy. I remember the very first match, it was Qatar versus Ecuador, and the Ecuadorians were shouting out in Ecuadorian. Do they speak Spanish?
Portuguese?
Yeah, could be. Archie would know. We want beer. They were just chanting, we want beer, we want beer. Fucking cerveza. There's a lot of people are going to be going missing this tournament.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think a lot of the Ecuadorians are going to end up building the next fucking stadium. And there's actually serious talks about North Korea hosting the World Cup as well from FIFA, which is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. This is the level of corruption that we're dealing with here. Shuri says, didn't Qatar lose? Yes, they did. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that, because it ended the group stages very, very soon. And because Qatar are shit. I cannot wait for them to go, right, that's it. No more World Cup. Everyone go home. I honestly see it happening. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Big Joe says I'm rooting for England to win the World Cup. Well, I mean, look, I'm rooting as well, mate. But there's also, you've got to approach it with a level of realism. And it's most likely not going to happen, especially when we can't beat the USA, a team that doesn't even use the right word for the sport. I couldn't believe it. It was such a fucking shit show. Still, what can you do? Besides, say, where the fuck is Polly?
That is a lovely question.
It's a little bit late even for him as well, isn't it? Because normally, like on a Wednesday, the show will start about 45 minutes past the hour. So even now, it's. Does he know he's got a $10 donation?
I don't know. If he has PayPal on his phone, it should be going off.
Ah, shit! You know, I never once thought about doing that. I did. There's a friend of mine. I've all told you the story of Chris the roofer, right? He's my friend from the pub. He's a lovely gent. When he's had too much to drink, he turns into a monumental penis. And he was one of the people that had a fight at halftime. I say a fight. It wasn't even that. Right, so it was just this fucking guy. And this guy's a bit of a fucking mentalist himself, right? And he's arguing with her at half-time. And he's saying some off-key shit. And I'm stood there as well, just making sure that, you know, if it does kick off, then I got my boys back, right? And this guy, he's saying some weird off. And he's going, no, you're my mate, though. You're my mate. And he's going, yeah, and you're my mate. I'm just telling you, you're being a dick right now. You go, oh, what the fuck do you know? You have sex with kids. And everyone in the pub garden went, what the fuck? Right, and there's loads of people go, shut the fuck up, mate. I just go, yeah, fucking, but you're my mate, though. And he goes to shake his hand. Like, no, I'm not fucking shaking your hand after that, you dick.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, this is the bit that didn't fucking get it. It was, then he just went, yeah, well, fuck it. I don't even know how you're allowed around your daughter. And then I'm there, and
Whoa.
I've got a whiskey and coke, and I'm holding it, right? And then all of a sudden, my mate Chris is gone. There is a Chris-shaped cloud where he once was, and he is on top of this guy. He's pushed him over the top of this fucking table, and he is on top of it, and he's just fucking pummeling and pummeling and pummeling, right? And fucking other people, man, I don't know what to do because I'm looking around for a table so I can put my drink down, but the tables won't stop moving. Other people come in and they fucking get him away and everything like that, and this guy keeps going for him, but I fucking push him back down on the table. He's got blood pissing out from his forehead, and so my hands end up getting fucking covered in blood, just where I've got my hand on his chest to stop him from getting up. And the fucking bouncers come out and I go, right, get this fucking cunt out of here. And my mate immediately is just apologising to everyone. Sorry about that. They're all going, no, fucker. We all heard what that guy said. Don't worry about it. Anyone would have done exactly the same thing. Later,
yeah.
Right? And that's the weird thing, though. It wasn't the having sex with kids bit that got him. It was the bit about his daughter. So I'm like, it's good to know where you're at there, Chris. And we go back in, and he's taking a fucking little bit of time to calm down, get his heart rate down, adrenaline leaves the system and everything. And he sits down, and people go like, well, what happened out there then? So he said this and everything, and then he said that about his daughter, and they went, wow. And I went, I know, right? He only has sex with other people's kids. And thankfully, my friend found that funny, because if not, mate, I might actually be in the ground right now.
Yeah.
I had never, ever fucking seen him move that fast, though, mate. Like, he was gone. I couldn't, because this guy's on my right, and then... my mate's on my right and the other guy's on my left. I'm like stood in between them, and he's just gone right around me. He is actually, by the time I've managed to turn my head to see what's going on, this guy's already on his back, pissing out blood from his head. It was that fucking quick, mate. It was fucking insane, and it was the best halftime I've ever had.
It sounds pretty good.
It was awesome. And then coming home later on, there's a. I've told you about Scribbles, a guy with tattoos on his face. He's been pissing off the wrong people. He had his flat broken into because he owed some people money, and they said, right, every time you lie to us, we're going to punch you in the face. And I saw the photo of him like a couple of days later, and let's just say he lied a lot. He's been pissing
There's no
off.
point in lying if you're getting caught like that.
Yeah, they're in your house. Where you going to run, mate? And I saw him getting chased home the other day as well. That was great. He ran into the chicken shop and tried to jump behind the kitchen. And they go, no, you cannot be back here. They just pushed him right back out on the street again. It was fucking brilliant. Steve Day threw $1 saying, here's 100 pennies. 1 penny for how many shades of shit that guy must have gotten beat out of him. My mistake. Yeah, I mean, fucking hell, he did. But then, as I say, this guy's a bit of a psycho. So my friend sent me a message the next day, and his fucking windscreen and his passenger side window just got fucking smashed in with a hammer. So, was it worth it? Yeah, of course it was. You can't let people go around saying that shit, can you?
No, you cannot.
But it was fun, and I do love a bit of fun. I also like a bit of news. Should we have some?
If you got it,
You know I do.
then let's.
You were joking, right? Like, if I got it, of course I got it. This is after all, a show with news.
Is it?
Brilliant. It is a show with news, and let's get into the fucking news right here. We're starting.
I don't believe you.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention.
You haven't been bringing it up, so I don't know if there is any.
Never once brought up news.
Yeah, is there news?
There is. Oh, would you like to see the news? Is that what you're saying?
would. Yeah, there we go.
You would like to see the news? Okay, right. You haven't been bringing it up. I almost did a couple of times over the weekend. Fuck, you know. Right. So, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the Babylon Bee, which, of course, are talking about the biggest event.
Ew.
This is your reminder that the powers that be are stifling food production across numerous nations and will likely blame climate change to take over farms.
Well, just another guy coming in with a very political $16 right there. I mean, fucking hell, Sinatra. What say you here?
That's something we've talked about at pretty good length, that it's no accident that all these chicken processing plants and farms and all this stuff burned down in a year, and then Bill Gates buys the most amount of land of any farm owner.
Oh, yeah, and all they died.
And then all the cattle mysteriously died during the heat wave, where, you know, half of the farms were perfectly fine and the other half just had dead cattle laying around. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
But also, like, if cattle die of the heat, there's no reason we can't still eat that. Like, why would you just have them fucking lined up? Like, look at all me dead cows. Fucking cut them up. Like, you were going to kill them anyway so we could eat them. Just fucking do it. It's just they're a little bit early.
Yeah.
You know, what, we're going to just throw them in a wood chipper and hope for the best? No, still get some fucking money going on there, mate. I'd eat it. It's not like they died of fucking foot and mouth or fucking BSE or anything like that. If they died of heat stroke, then what's the issue? Serve them up. But he didn't, did he?
Of course not.
So maybe it wasn't dying of the heat right here. I mean, just another guy. You're bringing up a really good point there. And you know, fucking a lot. They often want us to think that, you know, there's scarcity and everything, but to be honest, we live in an ocean of abundance. You know,
literally have no reason to think that we are running out of food.
Yeah. Well, fucking why would we? Eric Grandstatter says they're not ripe yet. Not ripe yet. An artificially created food shortage. But then why? You know, why would they can blame climate change. But then again, what's the point? Unless, you know, you're creating an artificial scarcity so you can charge more money. That sounds more like it, rather than going, oh, but it's climate change. You need to just leave your take your television off standby when you go to bed. But then, well, fucking, we don't know the end game here. Maybe it is just a level of control. Look at lockdown. Yeah. You can't tell me that wasn't about control. I'm sure
it's 100% what it was. China was the most authoritarian when it came to lockdowns.
Was?
Unarguably. And now they have the worst COVID outbreak, period, right now.
Yeah, I got sent a photo of all the isolation pods. And it is just like a field full of loneliness. It's quite scary to see. But hey, I try to avoid the fucking scary news here, so let's get on to the good shit. It is tie for the England and US match to be decided by whichever country last beat the other in a war. So well done, Sinatra.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not saying we'll take Harry and Meghan or Corden. But, you know, you won.
I think you're kind of stuck with Corden, aren't you?
No, you're stuck with Corden.
God damn it. Are you sure you're not?
I'm sure we are not.
Oh.
I'm not sure we are. No, I'm sure we are not. No, because he does the Late Late Show, doesn't he?
Where does James Corden live?
It's going to go to Google Earth, and you'll be like, oh, look, apparently it's Ireland. No, that is him.
Hillingdon.
Hillingdon.
Within a London borough. So he's yours.
He's not ours. No, but he does do a fucking talk show, doesn't he?
James Corden appears to be preparing to sell his $9.7 million Los Angeles home and is currently residing back in Hillingdon.
Okay. Hillingdon? Not like Hillington?
Hillingdon.
There's D-O-N. Okay, I never know with Americans,
Well, it's not... Oh, yeah, no, that's fair.
Minnesota. It's a very small soda. It's nice. So I mean that's all. That's literally all we got on the football. There's been a lot of shit about they're not allowed their fucking One Love armbands. I saw when Germany played, there was one of the referees was black, right, and they're checking the German goalkeeper to make sure he's not wearing a rainbow armband. I'm like, a fucking black guy checking a German for an armband, man. How the fucking tables have turned here,
Yeah, it's it's interesting.
Right, let's move on. Let's get into some real shit right here. And when I say real shit, Sinatra, I mean some proper fucking news. I mean earth-shattering news.
All right.
Her mac and cheese took more than 3.5 minutes to make, so she's suing. Earth-shattering news. Apparently, it says on the box, ready in 3.5 minutes, right?
I have been witnessing just a conundrum of Karens over here.
I like that, a conundrum of Karens. I like that a lot.
Did you listen to any bit of the show from Friday?
Alas, no. I have been monumentally rat-assed all weekend.
I almost got in a fight. Did I tell you the story?
Someone going around. No, please do. Please do.
All right, long and the short of it, I didn't hold the door open for some guy at a bakery, and then he started okay, so yeah. I was at the UPS store today. I had to return some stuff to Amazon. So I'm just, la-di-da, waiting in line. And I hear the people in front of me talking, and I'm waiting for my turn. I hear it go, do you want the receipt for this? And a signature? And she goes, and so I grab my stuff, and I gather it up, and I stick it under my arm. And she goes, I didn't want a signature for the first one. She said, oh, you didn't? I thought you said you did. She said, don't you fucking listen when someone talks to you? I was like, holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it went from 0 to 10 in 2 seconds. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? She's like, I said I don't want a fucking signature on delivery. Now redo it and do it right and give me my money back.
And the money back.
Because it's like $1 extra for signature confirmation.
Oh, okay, I thought she was going like, right, now I want the product for free. Which, I mean, let's not rule out. Some people are like this, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they are. But then I needed a chair for my mom's house because I'm going to be staying over there for a little bit. So I need a computer chair. I got my workstation there from my house. So I go to Walmart, which I recommend nobody ever do.
Fair.
So I go to Walmart and I'm looking and they have no chairs. None whatsoever.
Nary a chair to be seen.
So I said, okay, whatever. But then I'm walking away and I see a box on the shelf. It looks like somebody returned it. So I said, oh, fuck it. I open it up and I look at it. Like, okay, I see armrest. It's perfect. It'll work. I'll make it work. So I just throw it in the cart and take it up. I looked on the app. It said it costs like $50. So whatever. And I take it up. And the guy's like, yeah, I can't sell this to you. I said, why? I said, why? He's like, it's an online item. I said, okay, but it's a Walmart item.
Like, I could see it.
I'm physically holding it. I said, it's a Walmart item. He said, yes. I said, okay, I'll take it. Just knock a couple of bucks off because it's obviously been opened and returned and all that. So just
fair enough. Yeah.
Take it down to 45 and I'll take it. He goes, no, I can't do it. I said, why? He said, because we can't sell it in store. I was like, I got it off the shelf right there.
It's in the store.
I was like, yeah, it's here. The item is physically here.
I'm holding it. Yeah, right.
He said, yeah, but we can't scan it in. And I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. Can I just order it online and then you can just take a couple of bucks off when on the pickup? And he said, no, we can't sell it to you. I said, I'll order it online and then you say it's getting picked up. So I have it.
Oh, so you can just do it there on your phone and then
yeah,
it's the same thing.
And he said, no, we can't do that. I said, why not? He said, because we can't sell it. So I said, okay, fine, whatever. And then he's just staring at me. And I'm just staring at him. And this is a really odd thing happening right here. We're just staring at each other.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, did you want me to take it out of your cart? And I was like, unless you want me to leave with it, I suggest you take it out of the cart.
And I do want to leave with it, please.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not opposed to leaving. He's like, oh, I guess I could take it out of your cart for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, you can, manager.
That guy is he's done for the day, isn't he? It's over. He don't give a shit. And it's like that with Walmart, isn't it? I've seen fucking many a tweet of, like, you know, someone there. I think they were looking at a camera or something, and they said to someone who's working there, stacking shelves. And he went, excuse me, is it all right if I take this out of the box to have a look at it? And the guy just went, I don't care if you set fire to the store with me inside. No one is working there because they enjoy it.
And I was at a not great Walmart, like the second worst one in the country. So I'm just, I get it. It's fine. But I needed a watch charger for my Apple Watch. My charger died. So I needed a new one. And I'm in the back and I said, hey, can you show me where the Apple Watch chargers are? And this lady's like, they're over there. She didn't point. She didn't not nudge her head. She said they're over there. I said, yeah, I know they're around here somewhere. Would you mind showing me because I need one? She and walked over. She said, which one? She said, what do you need? And I said, Apple Watch charger. She said, what kind? I said, Apple?
Apple?
And then she said, do you need USB or USB-C? I said, no, just USB's fine. She went, and she acted like I said, hey, N-word, go get me the fucking watch charger before I show you the back of my hand. Yeah. Just what is this Karen conundrum?
There's, I mean, I think you remember when there was leaded petroleum, leaded gas, and it turned out that it was making people fucking violent because people were breathing in a lead, and there was like fucking lead on the brain, right? Is there possibly the same thing going on but with microplastics?
I thought there was something in the water.
It could be. I mean, there's microplastics in the water. That's the thing. Like, could the same thing be going on here? Like, instead of turning people violent, it's just turning them into like scoffing shitbags.
It would not surprise me because, like, and I hate saying this, society wasn't like this 2 years ago.
No, it was not. No, something has definitely changed. I agree. And it's just changed so quickly as well. You know, this wasn't a slow burn. This seems to be like an overnight thing.
Yeah. Call to curl. Last time I went to Walmart, I saw a guy opening the boxes of plasticware and shoving his fingers all over them. It was at the height of COVID. I think you told me the story. That's fucking disgusting.
That is... I mean, like, we all remember that fucking bitch licking ice cream and putting them back in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what in the Tylenol fuck was that about? You tell him Steve Prawns for $1. Excellent work saying, in China, people are included in livestock count. Very good. Meat bit stringy, though. You buy, yes?
I have lung pig?
Wrong pig.
Oh, wrong pig, you're right.
I've just been pissing everyone off in the pub. Because I'll just be sat there, and then Kim and Steve Prawn just come in, and they just like fucking slam a Tupperware container in front of me. And there's some like fucking special chow mein or some shit like that. And whoever I'm sat with just goes, why do you always get all the fucking food?
See, that's the other thing, man. I have one Chinese place I frequent. It's the only one I go to. And usually the lady who works there is the litmus test for scoffing shit.
Yeah.
Like, she has never gotten my name right. I say, get an order for Matt, Szechuan chicken. And she goes, Mark?
Oh, Szechuan, good shout. Good shout.
She goes, Mark? I said, yeah, close enough.
Yeah, fine,
like,
yeah.
Mart? Yep, that works. But she's probably like, oh, Matt? I said, yeah. She's like, oh, you have good day. She was the one paragon of my day.
I see what you want, but they do try hard, don't they? Like, Steve his English is very, very good. Kim, not so much. I saw her tonight. Steve was just sat on his own because she came in for a little bit and she went, I go to castle. I was like, oh, okay, right, yeah, brilliant. And I looked at my mate, old man Phil, and we just looked at each other like, I don't fucking know what she was saying. And then she left and went, oh, casino. Oh!
Oh, you should have gone with her to the casino. She'll sit on those penny slots all fucking night.
Nah, she does the Chinese mahjong.
You know the thing about Jews and money? Chinese people are so much fucking worse, dude.
Oh, yeah. I saw a stand-up ages ago, but he goes, there's nothing like seeing a Chinese man haggle with a Jewish business owner.
Oh, it's insane. They are.
You'll be there all day.
They are. Patrice O'Neill had the greatest bit about shopping at a Chinese store, getting Chinese food. I suggest everybody look it up. And I started paying attention because I go to the same Chinese place. I've been going to the same place since I lived there, which was before I moved to Cleveland. So for at least 15 years, I've been going to the same place. Lady, same. I know her name. I know her kid's name. Her kid's name's Darren. Like, I know
a strong
everything.
Chinese traditional name.
Well, that's probably his real name's probably like clanking silverware. But
true. Yeah, like Steve Prawn, his name ain't
his
Steve.
English
Let's
name.
be honest here.
Yeah. But, like, I know her kid's name. I know where he went to college. And she can't remember 15 years. She can't remember Matt.
It can't be easy, because you got, like, this, a non-Latin-based language to a Latin-based language, right? Because I was sat there was another Phil. I call him Fucked Up Phil because he always gets absolutely fucking smashed. I have laughed so hard watching him leave the pub. It's like he forgets where the fucking door is, and he's dragging a chair with him as well. But he went to leave, and he just had a plastic carrier, sloped over the back of the chair, and they went, oh, Phil, don't forget what's in your bag. And he went, oh, my potatoes. He just had this fucking huge bag full of potatoes, right? And then he just looked at Steve Prawn and went, what's Chinese for potato? Okay, all right. And he goes, shudai. I remember that as well, shudai. And he went, shudai, potato. And then as he left, the guy just looked at me and went, cheesy. Oh, what does that mean? He went, crazy. Okay. So now I can say crazy potato in Chinese.
Dude, I was at the bar. I completely forgot about this. You just unlocked this memory. I was shitty. And I was outside smoking, and I went back in. Miss Sin stayed outside. She was hanging out with her friend and a couple of the people who work there. It's our normal place. We know the people there.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she goes, hey, those guys need your help outside. And I said, what happened? She said, somebody just walked out and face planted, cracked his head off the sidewalk. So I was like, oh, fuck, okay. So I go outside, and sure enough, this dude is just face down, didn't even put his arms out to catch himself.
No.
Leaking blood. I said, go get some napkins, and we get a chair, because he's a regular. We're all regulars there. So we get him up and set up, and the guy's like, all right, I'll take him home. I was like, okay, just have him hold this. You want to tape this to his head?
Yeah, in my head, you were taping it around his head.
Yeah, I was like, do you want to just tape this to his head? And my bartender friend, she brought me out Scotch tape, and I just wrapped it around his head. Like, this'll do. Oh, fuck me. I forgot that happened.
I have to say, because there's a load of old guys, load of regulars in the pub who are there every day, and I'm there most nights of the week anyway, so you get to know the regulars,
And then she turns to me and she goes, that's why we call him Ricky Bobby. I'm like, oh, okay.
Why? Ricky Bobby? Why?
Yeah, because he just eats shit. He fucking just dives.
Well, fair enough. This is with old man Martin. Yes, he's not all that old, really, but he's got great hair, and that's good enough for me. And it was one Sunday, he wasn't in on the Sunday, and I was just like, what's... And it's of that, the regular. If one of them doesn't come in one day, you're like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. You know what I mean?
I have a not funny story about this, but go ahead.
He did come in eventually. He came in about an hour before closing time, and I was just like, bloody hell, what happened to you? And his fucking head's swollen up, and he's been fucking sewn up and everything. The night before, he got fucking shit-faced, and he fell over on the way home. What he referred to as having a touchdown, which made me laugh for a fucking start, right? But of course, in his fucking drunken state, he's just like, I'll be all right. and just goes to bed. But then, of course, he wakes up and his fucking mattress is red. And he goes, maybe I should go to the hospital. And it was a big fucking cut. He comes in, and mate, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at it, and I just went, that, Martin, is a fucking work of art. The suturing was so cut, so tidy, so clean. I'm like, a nurse right there, had a fucking brilliant day stitching you up. Like, that was the highlight of her fucking week. You can tell. You were stitched up with love, mate. He's been very, very careful since then.
I mean, yeah.
JB says my dog stepped on a bee.
My brother and I used to go to this VA. Well, we still do when we can, but there was this lady.
Association?
Yeah, because he was in the army. There was this lady that we would go there. God help me, I forget her name, but she'd say, "Put on the game shows. I'm watching my game shows." And then we didn't see her for a couple weeks. I'm like, "Hey, where's what's her face?" Like, "Oh, she died." I was like,
oh no!
Eesh.
Oh shit! I'm waiting for a punchline. There's no punchline, is there?
No, that's it. That's the end of the
Oh
story.
god, that's it! No! Oh shit! Oh, that does. So we had a regular in my local who did buy it, kick the bucket ever so recently. That they always get a fucking monumental send off when the only reason you know people is because you're all alcoholics.
Yeah.
It's best way to get sent off, mate, in my personal opinion. Go ahead, grab that, Sin.
Where's the tab for it? That's the question. There we
Where
go.
is the tab?
Kyle Rittenhouse was asking about you on a live stream. Oh, I'm sure. No, that's not what it says. Kyle Rittenhouse was asking about live streams that would like to have him on. If you guys don't, I still put the AAA. Yeah, sure. Why not? Like, so, you got pussy from killing people. How's that turning out?
Fucking
I'm
A,
not gonna
man.
sugarcoat shit. I'd love to have him on, though.
4 doors, more hose on it. It's 4 doors, more hose.
4 doors, more whores.
Fucking brilliant. Do you know, every time I still see he keeps popping up on fucking Reddit as well. Like, I think today he was doing something about because he's Christian, and he says every time
Also, they hate him.
people take the piss out of me online, I think that Jesus went through worse shit, and it gives me strength. And of course, people are going, ugh, he actually thinks he's Jesus. Like, you're getting it wrong on purpose here, guys. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think he was a hero, but he's not a fucking villain either. He's kind of been thrust into the limelight here, and now he's got a blue checkmark for no other reason than self-defense. There you go.
Hey,
Alan
it works,
throws
it
$3
works.
for the Ricky Spanish, saying, hello, uncle. Hello, Alan. Right, let's take care of this shit real quick right here, because an article was pulled up and more than 2 minutes of unrelated banter passed before it was even
Yeah, we kind of went off on one there.
Yeah, it's fine. Who needs otters, right? We got this fucking show locked down here, Sid. We're all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to the action news. Good stories about people getting punched, splitting their heads open, and in one case, actually dying. Let's move on to the next one.
What else could you ask for?
On this show, anything but. Right, so we've got we've all. I mean, I thought this because of you sent us a trailer for Violent Night, which looks fucking awesome. By the way,
Isn't it, dude?
good lord, that's some tongue-in-cheek blood splatter, fucking fantastic. And of course, we had Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Apparently, there was also the Curse of Humpty Dumpty, and now they're turning their sights onto Bambi on rabies.
Whoa.
And I'm down with it. I'm all right with all of this. Fucking carry on. Have fun. Do your thing. I mean, if Polly were here, he would mention the exploding... Was it Bambi who exploded?
Yes. Or no, Thumper.
That's the
No,
rabbit.
Bambi. It was one of the two.
Yeah. But there's... I've never actually seen it. The skunk is called Flower, yes?
I don't remember.
I think ironically named. I don't know. So, yeah, Bambi is coming out, and by the look of it, he's just like seeking revenge on whoever killed his mother.
How does he plan on inflicting the rabies?
Like, bleed in an open wound. I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out, though. But no, I'm genuinely looking forward to Violent Night coming out. I'm watching that right away.
That looks... It doesn't look good, but it looks entertaining.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know me as well, mate. Like, I've got problems with the festive period because, of course, that is when I age. Right on the fucking money right there. But, I mean... that trailer made me feel quite Christmassy, like more so than
Yeah,
I felt in a long time.
Doesn't it, though?
If you guys in the chat don't know what we're talking about, then by all means go ahead and check out the Violent Night trailer after this show, obviously, because here on the AAA, you don't want to miss a goddamn thing. Let's move on. Vikings accidentally salute porn star in moment meant for military members. Now, these aren't Vikings. This is American football Vikings, right? Not actually, just Norsemen just saluting. So the Vikings fans asked fans to submit their photos of people who have served. And, of course, who else was it going to be than porn star Johnny Sins?
Amazing.
This shit keeps happening. They did it during, when they were thanking doctors and everything during COVID lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
And Johnny Sins was in there.
I remember that.
I fucking love it. They said, Vikings is my cousin Joel, who served in the army. He's always been an inspiration and someone I look up to for his heroism. He also is a huge Vikings fan. Hashtag Skulls Salute. Is there no one checking these things out?
Apparently not.
Someone must have known and just went, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. It's my last day.
So what are they going to do? Fire me?
I fucking love it. This guy is more famous than a porn star. He's a doctor. He's an army vet. I think he's been an astronaut.
Frank Cap here because Patreon sucks. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And yeah,
fair enough.
A lot of people are really not happy with Patreon right now.
What's Patreon done?
I don't know what happened.
Again.
There was a whole thing with kids and their not taking down accounts that had questionable child stuff on it.
Ooh.
But then, I check my exit surveys and there have been a ton of them, because I want to see if someone's like, I'm not happy with the creator. I don't like some of the stuff he's done. I disagree. I have never seen one of those. What I see more than anything is I am not happy with Patreon.
Yeah. I mean, when Lauren Southern got kicked off, I had a lot of people leaving, citing that reason. The same with Sargon, citing that reason. One of the most devastating exit surveys I ever got was, I think it was someone for $10 a month. And they were there for a month, and then they left. And you check these things regularly, don't you? So you go in, and the person, the reason they gave for leaving was, I thought he was someone else. I went, oh god, that fucking stung.
Ouch.
He got the wrong drunken uncle.
That's brutal.
I actually curled up in my desk chair, oh my heart. You popped
and
me in my
they
heart.
were a patron. They stayed being a patron for a whole month.
For a month,
they figured it out.
They realized.
Jeez,
that fucking stung. It hurt so
that's
good.
brutal.
It's alright. It was a while ago. I'm over it now. Fucking bitch.
Asshole.
I'm fine. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm fine. Let's move on to the next one. What we got over? Yeah, it is from the Indie 100, and it is: men should ejaculate 21 times a month to protect against prostate cancer. Did you know this?
I did not, but I'm happy I do now.
I think I'm all right until April, to be honest, right now. But I mean, this is. I only brought that up just so I could say that. No, not November.
Well, I aim for that a
idea.
day, honestly.
What, you ate, 21 a day?
Yeah.
Fuck the gym. Jesus Christ. You're getting your fucking cardio in hard. Hardio!
Hardio.
I'm at that age now that, and I bone down with a lovely lady. The next day, I'm like, I'm aching a bit,
Are you?
Yeah, I've got a couple of pulled muscles in my legs and shit like that. But I'm very aware of my shoulders, of course, because I've been propping myself up. Elbows are a bit sore, and me intercostals, the ones in between your ribs. Oh boy. 36 next month, guys. I'm not ready. Fake Gamer Cat threw $1 saying, reminds me of that woman who sent a screenshot from Red Dead Redemption 2 to the news, and they used it on their Out in Nature segment. I do not recall, Fake Gamer Cat. I would love a link to that. Send it to me on Discord, or indeed to Sinatra on Discord, as he has an open server. Speaking of which,
I don't remember seeing that one.
have you got the hoodie that I sent you yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh, I'm sure it'll take it. Look, it's coming from a decent country, going to an even more decent country, so it'll probably take a minute. Right, let's move on.
Yeah, but it came from a shithole, though.
Fucking, where did it come from? It just said Europe. Do we know where?
Germany.
Germany! No, Germany's a beautiful country. I've been there. I stayed in a place called Assman House. I was 16, of course we were giggling. Human-sized pillow with teddy bear head launched for lonely singles. Now this teddy bear's fucking hench as fuck for a start, right?
I mean, yeah.
Look at the definition on this boy. Jesus Christ. It's actually a little bit scary. It would be less scary without the head.
It's very odd.
It is odd. And I'm not going to be indulging in one of these because, I mean, rule number 1, I don't actually have the fucking money. But then also number 2 is that when I wake up in the middle of the night, I call them hoodie demons, because I have my bedroom door and I've got a hoodie over the top of the corner. Or a bathrobe, or maybe even a coat or a jacket or something. And of course I wake up and the first thing I see, because the room is, it's all like cream fucking... For some reason, when you move into a flat, everything's always cream. It shows dirt. Yeah, so why did you fucking paint it that way? And the door's white, so all you see is this floating fucking dark entity in the night. And because you've just woken up, just for that split second, you're like, oh, fuck! And that happens to me every night. It would be so much worse if this was in bed next to me.
My God. It's for super lonely women.
Not just women, sir. We're in the age of equality.
Yeah, but lonely men aren't buying this. Unless they're putting a fleshlight in it.
Ah, you see. You said what we were all thinking was most likely going to happen. Unless you could get one with, like, fucking gigantic bosoms.
Loose stitching around the back end.
How did you make it worse? The librarian threw $1 saying, cardio, verb. Exercises involving the respiratory and reproductive systems of the human body. I was going to go in for a cardio day, unaware that the missus had some cardio waiting for me at home. See, now we're talking. The lexicon is getting ever better. Every entry. Just don't...
Getting connier.
Lexiconia. Right, okay. I get it. But it also, like, imagine... you get one for your mum or something like that, but you wrap it up. So there's just, like, the shape of a human body underneath the fucking Christmas tree.
That'd be good. I think it's probably decently heavy, too.
Oh, most likely, yeah. Oh, look at those muscles. And he's got a tattoo on his neck. My sister, when she was... when
He doesn't pay taxes.
No, fucking, of course he doesn't. He's a bear. My mum got her this. It was a little toy giraffe, but it was like a plushy giraffe, but you could like bend and shape his legs and his neck, so it had like the wire in it. And that was the last thing, because I used to gift wrap the presents for her. And that was the last thing I had, so I spent ages gift wrapping this thing, so it was still in the perfect shape of the giraffe, except for its head coming out over the top and its feet. And she never unwrapped it. Like, she still got it, and it's still got the original gift wrap on it because she loved it so much, just like that.
That's pretty good.
I thought so. Yeah. The effort was worth more than the actual gift. Anyway, let's get on. Let's stop staring at this bear with his, quite frankly, seductive eyes going on there, Sin, as well. Like, the eyebrows they're doing too much for me right now. He's kind of looking.
The eyebrows are.
Hey.
They're meaningful.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't want to go to bed. He wants to make love. He's probably written a poem about you in the past 3 days.
He definitely wrote a poem about me.
And, well, yeah, we've all written poems about you. And the thing, look at her as well. She ain't bad looking. She get it. Not now, obviously. Like, she fucking... You meet her at a bar, you hit it off, a couple of drinks, you get a bit silly. She goes, "Do you want to come home?" "Yeah, I do." And then you come in and you're like, no, I just remembered I got a meeting very early in the morning. I got to go. And the bear follows you out. Fucking hell. Right, let's move on. Tasmanian flower farmer shocked to learn that she planted opium poppies by accident. Oh, did you?
Just an accident.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mistake, was it? It was a mistake. I didn't realise until they were ready to harvest and I'd already made millions and millions of dollars. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm sure it was a fucking mistake. It wasn't a mistake.
It was not a mistake.
Definitely not, but she knew what she was doing. She's a cartel member. She's got a fucking army of human-sized teddy bears at home. France, in court, a French court decides that employees cannot be forced to have fun. So know your rights, people. Know your rights. They ruled that you cannot fire an employee on the grounds that they are not fun enough and won't partake in work drinks and team-building activities. Which, work drinks are fine. You're not... the work that we do, Sin, yeah, it's going to be a fucking great laugh. You know that. You did the fucking, trip down to Texas, the whole Gulf City thing, and you had brilliant fun. Those are work... I think that counts as work drinks, right? I think so. But then when you work in an office and you've got, Shannon showing fucking yet more photos of her fucking ugly cats. I'm not really into... But then, the alcohol, it does loosen you up as well. However, this is the bit... Team building activities. Now, they can go straight to hell. I hate them. And they're like, we're doing like a 3-day retreat. Oh, really? Am I getting paid? No. When is it? It's during your free time. Well, then I'm not fucking going, am I?
No. You don't go.
All right, whoever fucking invented team building activities as well, right? They can go suck a fuck. They're probably sat there just fucking rubbing their scaly little hands together. I made it compulsory. Fuckers. Well, France finally did something right, Sin.
Oh?
Yeah, this was it. They said you cannot be forced to do it. Like, fuck, finally. I think this is a breach of human rights, to be honest. And finally, they got it right. But what else have we got? It's a good question. This is a 5-year-old boy rescued after a huge python grabs his ankle and drags him into the pool. Whew.
Hey.
The kid's all right.
I have a new phobia that's been unlocked. Thank you for that.
In the phobia, is it you getting dragged, or is it one of your 5-year-old children of your dreams?
Yes.
Look, it depends on the 5-year-old, doesn't it, really? Because some people will be like, well, you can have him. Ain't no court deciding that it was murder. It was a snake. We all saw it happen. But, there's one thing. A python, they'll fuck you up, right?
Right.
But they drag you into a pool as well? Now you've got 2 things going on here. Which one do you deal with first?
I genuinely don't know. I don't think there's a right answer to this. Your house is on fire and someone's trying to stab you. What are you dealing with first?
That's perfect. That is legitimately perfect, Sin.
Like I'm about to step through a burning ember onto the floor below me, or I'm gonna catch this blade in my teeth. Like what's the number one issue here?
Like you fucking you're drowning, but you've also got cancer. Well, that's probably a bit out there, isn't it? But now the child is all right. He did get rescued and everything, and I'm sure the father just ended up punching the fucking snake in the face or something like that, swinging it, tied it in a knot. Like, fuck with my family. Fucking launched it over the fences. Now it's someone else's problem. Scary shit, though, eh? Scary shit.
Yeah, that is genuinely fucking scary.
I think the moral of the story is don't be 5 years old.
I'm getting that, yeah.
Where do you think this was?
Don't be python food.
If you can at all. Yeah, don't. Where do you think this was? Where in the world?
This is some Florida shit.
Incorrect. It is actually
Australia?
the Florida of the world. Yes, it is indeed Australia. It was New South Wales. Just going to show just how bad Wales is that they ended up bringing up another one, and this one fucking sucks as well. New South Wales, snake, pool, 5-year-old. It was just a fucking mistake waiting to happen, wasn't it? But the child is okay, everyone. Patio Furniture says you can't trust snakes. I think biblically you're onto something there as well. I think there's a...
Yes.
We've got Always Lost and Nothing Else says get a goldfish. Oh boy, are we going to get on that. But first off, let's talk to something about something which has got slightly more feet than snakes and fish combined. Rats blamed for eating 500 kilograms of cannabis stored by Indian police. Yeah. Oh, did they? Oh, they did they? They just ate the... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you just accidentally planted the wrong fucking poppy seeds, did you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, the rats ate the weed, did they? Yeah. I'm sure that's what happened. And do they think we're fucking idiots, Sid?
I don't
think
even.
We're fucking idiots.
I don't know what to say about this. Like they're just like, yeah, fuck you. That's all I'm kidding.
I've already sold it all. Like, oh really? Why aren't there fucking like loads of rats just led around the warehouse listening to Pink Floyd then? This actually happens a lot in India, apparently. Not the rats thing, but people stealing a load of fucking contraband and blaming it on rats.
Yeah, this is just a blatant. What are you gonna fucking do?
Yeah.
I am untouchable. Go fuck yourself. Leave me alone.
It was rats. Lisa says they got rat-assed. Very good. Good work. Good work. I approve. What else have we got? Well, have you ever seen the movie Hot Fuzz, Sinatra?
Not in a long time.
But, I mean, you'll know why I brought this up then. Swan halts traffic in Glasgow as police officer tries to distract it with bread. Right?
Did it work?
I mean, swans are one of the most arrogant creatures on the goddamn planet. Second
That
only
is
to
a fact.
cats and the upper class, I think. Did it work? I don't know if it did work. This is, of course, the Daily Record. Are you getting on with them swans then? It's just the one swan, actually. The huge avian, thank you for the link, wandered onto Maryhill Road from the nearby Forth and Clyde Canal at lunchtime. How does this not happen more often? When swans are just allowed to wander willy-nilly from canal to road? Good Lord. To the amusement of locals and the frustration of motorists who found their route blocked. The stubborn bird refused to move for vehicles, with pictures showing the efforts to budge the bird. I love that this guy is clearly a fucking workman, trying to get onto his next job. That's his fucking van behind him, with the driver just sat there taking photo. Shut up! Honk the horn or something, mate! Christ! Nudge it with the fucking van, do something!
Help me, motherfucker.
It even stopped to groom itself and check out a local McDonald's until two men tried to encourage it away with a trail of bread. They Hanselled and Greteled this motherfucker.
Have these people never heard of the stomping and running, waving your hands? The
The thing is, like, you can't legally hurt a swan.
You're not hurting it by scaring it.
But then what if it, like, ran onto a train line or something like that? Fucking...
That's that stupid thing's fault.
No, but then you're going to get blamed for it because, like, you fucking then technically chased it into danger, right? There was, God rest her Majesty, apparently owned all the swans.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. And that is a true thing. Like, when it comes to, like, the law around swans, no one ever disputes this shit. You'll say it, and then people will just kind of, like, nod sagely at each other. And that's it. Like a fellow Englishman says to you, oh, swans, they can break your arm, mind. That's it. You just nod knowingly, and the conversation moves on. I've never seen a swan break someone's arm. I've never once heard of it happening. But it is common knowledge that they can, and they will. But yes, they. There you go. In scenes reminiscent of a 2000 comedy action flick, Hot Fuzz, a police officer then arrived on the scene and took up breadcrumb duties, luring the creature off the road. So it did work. And fucking the old Bill showed up. Huh? Huh? God, Polly would have loved that if he was here.
No, I don't think.
Oh, God!
What?
Oh, damn it! You just had to prove me wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter the Dub is Polydub.
I've been here for a while. I've said things. No one's listening. It's fine.
Didn't hear you say a word, my dude.
Didn't say
I've been
shit.
here since Bambi.
Right, that is bullshit.
With Bambi on rabies in the remake, I've been here since Bambi.
Rambi. First blood.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you say a thing.
I've checked the Discord again and again since then. You were not there. Unless, like, every time I checked it, you were going,
excuse me? I was here
Discord
for
must
the
be
giant
fucking up.
human
I'm going to
teddy
close
bear,
it.
for the it hurts. I was here for that ejaculating 21 times in a day for prostate cancer, or to avoid
Right,
it.
no, it's a month. The day, that was all Sinatra.
It was all this guy.
Don't try 21 in a day. Don't even try. It's not a good idea.
I think 20 is the limit. At least for me, anyway, before I pull another muscle. How you doing, P-Dub?
Well, you're pulling a muscle already.
I'm mostly all right.
Mostly?
Yeah. Are you entirely okay? I don't think so.
All right, so which parts are okay? Like, how's your clavicle?
They're both unbroken, and since it is the most commonly broke body in the human bone in the human body, I'm going to say good.
Is it the most commonly broken bone in the human body?
It is. Yeah, it's true. This is a true factoid.
Now, I mean, are we counting, like, because obviously Discord wasn't doing Discord's job right there, Polly, because genuinely we did not hear you say a goddamn thing. Would that count as technical difficulties?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all right with that.
Lunatic asked, were you having technical difficulties? And I said, well, yes, actually.
Okay.
Apparently I am.
Bang. Well, there we go. That is another squared off right there. Still looking out for the bot invasion. The sex bot's just not into me anymore, Polly. I don't know whatever I said, whatever I did, I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good.
Baby, come back.
I don't think it's you. Don't single yourself out nor feel bad. So Noir Bar happened Saturday night. It was 3 hours in before two sex bots showed up. And that was it.
That was spooky.
This is what?
Well, your donation.
Oh shit.
See, it doesn't count as technical difficulties if Polly is just woefully unprepared for someone else's stream.
That is not technical difficulties.
Does not count, Seth. Does not count. Go ahead and grab that then.
All right, I will.
Yeah, do it. Fine.
Yeah.
Great.
Steve Dave, thank you for the $4.
Ah.
Yeah. Fuck. I need your advice since you're the only one wearing clothes on the show. Let's go with that. No, I don't count hats, Sinatra. I'm shopping for a nice suit for a friend's wedding. Looking to impress. Your thoughts? Okay. Start with the most essential of all things. No skinny pants.
Yes.
That might sound like oh, Polly's throwing out some joke advice.
No.
That wasn't a joke. That wasn't.
We don't joke about skinny pants here.
when you go the suit shopping, yeah, tell them that like you ain't down for no skinny pants, and they're gonna look at you, but it's like, but it's what all the fashionable gay men are wearing, and you're like, exactly my problem.
Do you need to say fashionable? I just assume that gay men are automatically fashionable.
They usually are.
It's just not a fashion that I adhere to.
I saw this comedy, but he's like, we need to stop assuming white people and black people are the same. Like, if I see a black person who's wearing matching clothing top to bottom, I'm going to assume he's a pimp. If I see if I see a white person doing it, I'm going to assume he's gay.
Fair enough. I mean, that's just to say, like, over here we have you must have heard of the word chav before.
I have.
You call him a chav on? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people say that it's actually an acronym. It stands for Council Housed and Violent
Did he
Business.
just say keep calm and chavel on?
Chav.
I was trying to ignore it, but now that you've mentioned it a second time, I have to address it. Polly, what the fuck?
What?
You know what?
Yeah, I do, but what's the... I understand it's not a popular thing, but I didn't make it up. I don't support, I merely report.
And Sinatra, why did you just time out Darth Mando for saying LOL?
No, you didn't see him put in like 40 messages before that?
No.
He kept saying, buy my newts, buy my newts, buy my newts, buy my newts, buy my newts.
I was being a sex bot. Well, you
Yeah,
timed
that
out
does-
now, sex bot. Not even sexy.
That doesn't count. He's lucky he didn't get hidden.
Hell yeah.
Because
Right,
we don't just time out the bots, we ban them.
They get banned. That's right. You hear that, bots? Oh, that's why they don't... I see I over-threatened them. Let's move on. Mum ordered tiny star decoration for tree, but got a giant T-Rex and now can't remove it. I don't see a problem.
Yes, it sounds like a win-win.
This is the opposite of a problem. I think we should normalize putting dinosaurs on top of the tree. It does look
I
like he
agree.
has a raging prehistoric erection, though.
He does?
And look at his tiny little arms. He can't do anything about it.
Okay, hold on. All right. I guess I get it.
Yeah.
I just had to read the headline a few times. I'm like, what? She can't remove it because it's so adorable, or she can't remove it because she's an idiot? I think
believe
idiots.
It's stuck on the tree.
I think it's a
or-
little column A, little column B.
Yeah, everyone's going, Mom, no, you can't get rid of that. It's a tradition
Yeah.
now, you know?
I don't know. My first thought was because it's too close to the ceiling. You don't understand that trees bend. I don't understand.
Not all trees bend. A giant redwood. You're going to
At
have a bad time.
no, at the tippy top it'll bend.
Oh, I'll give you the tippy top. Nicholas Angel, morning angle, threw $1 saying, P.I. Staker? Seriously? Piss taker? Okay, now Mr. Staker, where did you last see the Swan? I fucking love that movie, mate. I mean, it's straight up, that fucking Shaun of the Dead was excellent as well. As the Cornetto trilogy goes, banging. And then he did World's End. Nah, it wasn't good. But still, you know, tree dinosaur. And, yeah, listen, let's normalize this. I think we should. Fucking an angel. Oh, fucking angel. When I was little, we had an angel, and it was fucking. It was horrible. It was ugly as fuck, and my parents called it Diana for some reason. And it went on top every year, and everyone fucking hated this angel. I think
Do you hate trees now?
I don't hate trees. I'm just not a fan of angels. I think they're pretentious.
And
Floating
swan-like.
about. It's not. Yeah, fuck a swan as well. Well, you can't in the UK. It's illegal.
No, I'm sorry. That's a recipe for a childhood Freudian hatred of a thing for the rest of your life. So putting up a Christmas
this
tree and all of a
angel.
sudden, Drunken flies into a fucking rage, and it's like, what is it? I'm sick of Diana. I won't have her anymore.
Which is also
Oh,
illegal.
somebody
to say
else
in the
said
UK.
that once.
There you go. The fucking
Sinatra up
Queen
top.
again.
Woo! Well done.
Yeah, right there.
Molly Akami says we're an angel family here. Yeah, well, you know what? You carry on. But you
We are
could be
too.
you could be a T-Rex family.
Our angel is
You can leave. You've hit peak, man. You're done for the day. You can...
our angel is I think like 80 years old or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a hologram star, and I don't like it.
Why don't you get a real one?
Well, okay, it is real, but it does like this hologrammy color fade thing, and I
shit.
guess
Does it project it on the ceiling? I've seen those.
Polly, you
No,
live alone.
no.
Like you could. Who's
I'm
making you
festive.
do this?
well, no one. I thought it was a good idea.
You just sit
It
there in your
wasn't.
living room and rage. Why did I do this to myself again? Every year, Polly.
Well, okay. I don't call out my own name, and no, I'm not saying it out loud. But yes, yeah.
Okay. I
No,
still
no.
have questions.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You're sitting there and you're where your tree's at in your living room, wherever it might be, And you're looking at that star, and it's like, there's that goddamn thing again. Do you just grab your car keys and just be like, that's it, I'm going to get another star right now? Like, it just doesn't happen.
Well, no, I mean, there's couple of problems I have with this. Number one, I don't actually put up a Christmas tree. The most I do for Christmas decorations is here on the AAA, where I will make a tree.
Even when I lived alone, I had a little like cheapo, like $25 at the time fiber optic Christmas tree that was like 2 feet tall that my aunt got me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You didn't buy that for yourself. I think that's the difference here. Ain't no one buying Millard a tree.
She got it for me when I was like 10.
I
still have it, by the way.
You can see, right? Just like Diana, the angel. And that fucking thing was older than me, right?
Well, angel is a assumption.
And just like me, she lived in the attic for the rest of the year as well. There's
Oh,
also
the one I know.
don't have car keys, so that's I can't really identify with this story. And thirdly, why would I go out and get another star when I could get a T-Rex? This is the way forward right here. This should become a new tradition. I also have a question for you, Polly. Why do you think
Why
this
haven't I read
T-Rex
Derek LaRue's donation?
No, why has this T-Rex got a belly button?
Hold on. Wait. It does?
I think it's actually a dog toy. I think it squeaks when you squeeze it. That might be the squeaker.
What a shitty T-Rex.
Is it? It probably can't hear you because it's got tiny. It hasn't even got earlobes.
Well, what? Why do they have the Merry Christmas junk and the wreath hung so goddamn high? Or is this like in like a linen closet and it's only 3 feet high?
No one puts T-Rex in the closet.
Did you just reference Dirty Dancing?
Sort of.
Did you? I think you did, man.
Only sort of. It was a reach. Maybe it's so high
I recognized it.
I don't believe this. This is your liberty. This is your liberty. They mugged us off, ain't they? We've been mugged off by the Klingons.
Fucking mugs.
They've mugged us right off. You gonna have that, Jim?
It's launch day for World of Warcraft Dragonflight and Blizzard mugged us right off with authentication server issues.
Oh, no.
I'm logged into character viewer, but can I go into the actual game? Nope.
Nothing like launch day technical difficulties. Thank you very much for the 1966 game, Levine. When you've been waiting for something like that for so long and it just fucks up immediately, awfully reminiscent of Grand Theft Auto Online here, where all you could do for the first week was rob stores and race. Absolute dog shit. But it does get better with time.
Have you ever done the midnight release for a game where you go wait in line at like whatever game store is there?
No.
I did that, and like I remember never having this issue, just trying to play Call of Duty Black Ops.
But then this was when you were getting like, the physical hard copy as opposed to... I mean, because this was back in the day when they released a game, the game was finished. Now they tend to like shave 6 months off of the game and then go, it's all right, we're going to release patches over the next couple of months. Like, bitch, just release the finished product instead.
Yeah.
Bear64 says, I came up with a name for your $1,000 dono, the Royal Pub. I mean, well, the next, it's got to be, I've got to replace it. It's got to be the King's Speech.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
And if you wanted to hit it now, then, obviously I'd let the odd one is still there. It's the Queen coming back from the dead, clearly. Well, she recorded it a while ago, it's fine, and she will live on in $1,000 form. But yeah, if you did expecting that there was going to be a King's Speech ready, it's not ready, but... If you did do that expecting that it was going to play something else, then I would happily play it for you when it's ready. You wouldn't expect you to play it again. Not at all. I mean, it'd be nice. But I wouldn't expect you to do it again. Doctor Who $5 saying, just because something makes noise when you squeeze it doesn't make it a dog toy. Try throwing your SO to the dog and see how that goes over. I mean, I've tried calling her a dog toy before as well. But, well, that's why Drunkel's single. Thank you very much, Doc, for the $5. Steve Day threw $1 saying, remember how you asked to put garlic buttered dinosaurs in every home? This is it! The new Christmas tradition is dinosaurs on trees, Christmas dinners, and dinosaur wrapping paper for your gifts. I am fucking into it, mate. I saw there was a girl at the pub the other day and she put on a hoodie because she was cold, and it was the floofiest hoodie I've ever seen. It looked warm as hell, and the pattern was Stegosauruses. I'm like, oh my god. Get in the van. Thank you very much, Steve, Dave, Doc, and Gamer Levine. Let's move on because I'm getting very jealous of this picture here. But Polly, to answer your question, I think why they got the wreath on one side and the Merry Christmas on the other side so high up, it's to frame the T-Rex. It is, after all, the main part of the room. No arguments. Brilliant. Man arrested after family Monopoly game turns violent, Tulsa police say. That's a man right there. Is this thing on? Oh god, this thing might not be on. Have they gone? I think they've gone. But, presuming that the internet is still fucking connected right here, and I'm still seeing the chat is coming in as well. Oh, my monitor just shut off as well. It's all going fucking wrong.
This is why you couldn't hear me, Sin.
Oh, there we go.
I couldn't hear you either.
Well, I mean, I couldn't hear anyone. Was anyone talking? I just carried on.
Yes. Yeah, we noticed. So how do you explain it the rest of the time?
Just sit back and enjoy the show, bitch. But that is, man, we finally got it the first time on the bingo card. We got it. This is why earlier on, Sinatra, I asked if you did play any familial Monopoly, and if this is you.
No, he's a little bit darker than me.
Well, fair enough. You can see the remorse in his eyes.
It looks like Bizarro Universe Jussie Smollett.
Well, you know, his little brother, maybe? Jussie Smaller.
Oh, no.
That was indeed a Jimmy Dino. That was indeed technical difficulties. But technical difficulties, as you can see, is already checked off right there. So we've still got a couple of things to go yet. And we've still got some news to do as well. You can see the remorse in his eyes right here, Polly. He's going, I knew I should have bought the train stations early on in the game, and none of this would have happened. Monopoly is a violent game.
It is.
It's a contact sport, and if you don't know that, don't sit down at the fucking table.
He knows something we do not know.
Monopoly's a contact sport.
I was reading a headline yesterday, and I guess I could save it for Wednesday, but I don't care. It's a man hits woman with fucking...
Take your time. Take your time.
Man hits woman with hate management book. It's...
I mean, at this rate, we'll wait until Wednesday anyway, aren't we?
You don't find that funny?
I didn't hear it. Stop laughing.
Man hits woman with hate management book. He was in an anger management course. Okay, and the textbook from the course that was hard covered. He got in an argument with her, and he picked her up and he cracked her over the head with it.
Oh God, we're laughing at this as well. But that is good. This shit does not fucking work.
See, I was scouring the internet for pictures of actual irony because it's rare that people think. They constantly confuse coincidence for irony.
Yeah, it's not 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. The song was misinformation, Polly.
It's true. But there is a meta narrative to that song. The song "Ironic" contains no irony. That actually is ironic.
Is ironic? No, I think that's too many layers for Alanis Morissette, though.
Yeah, she's not that bright.
I mean, Sinatra, you've got something for this.
I do. I was waiting for the engines to spin a little bit.
Come on.
The use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now that is irony.
That is irony. Now that is Monopoly. No, this is Monopoly. Fucking back.
You get that Sparta kick.
Hey, fella, do you like Kern's bread?
Well, gee, I don't know. I guess.
Just
You gotta be positive.
bonk. Thank you, Dark Lure, for the $10. No comment, but who needs
That was from
one?
earlier, right? He didn't do it again, did he?
That's correct. That is
Because
correct.
He actually played Jessica Alba earlier on, and we were fine with it.
Well, yeah, I saw the Noir Bar donations turned on. But so you got a Noir Bar and Muppet Chunks. That's a win. And
Double win.
I started putting up the new Christmas donations.
Yeah, see, that's I got to have a sit down. I got to finish my 500 dono. I got to make the King's speech. I got to put up the Christmas decorations for the OBS as well. And I think I've not actually had time to look into this, but I think North Korea have released this year's propaganda video. And if they have, we're doing that again, people of the chat. We're doing that again.
We're all working on donations. It's the season of giving. I don't have a 250 at all, and I need something that's worth 250, so I'm doing a new Rurouni Kenshin sword slaughter.
Oh, nice.
So I just started working on that last night. It's going to be a long slog, but I'll get it finished. So 650. The first new Christmas donation is up. $6.50. I mean,
there it is.
I don't remember
it was fun.
if I have a 250, but I have a 200. That's not Christmassy though.
Boo!
It's just a good. It's my favorite one. No, the
you got a Christmas theme, right? Like you're just able to.
Yeah, I have a whole thing.
Yeah.
I know.
See, that's what I'm setting up, and it's going to take a while, man.
It's an investment, Polly. It's an investment.
Yeah, I got to
it's worth
hunker
the
down
time.
and just like Christmasify a whole fuck ton of shit. I can't just pull it off the internet.
Jinglefy.
Jinglefy.
That's what I want to say. Yeah, as long as there's a T-Rex involved, then I'm down. So officers were called to shots fired over a fucking Monopoly game. Like, yeah, you want your $27? I got your $27 right here. Well, the guy probably actually started taking actual fucking money for landing on his squares. Investigators learned the family had been drinking alcohol. No! And playing Monopoly when a fight broke out between Armstrong and his stepfather after knocking over the game board. Oh, see, now we'll never know who won. And turning over furniture, they were told to take the fight outside. Armstrong pulled a gun after getting cut in the head. Oh, Christ. He just threw the little dog counter at him. Go get him, boy. And chased his stepfather and stepsister down the street, and the stepsister pointing the gun at them. He told police he fired one shot at the ground. Yeah, I'm sure. Just trying to bring the property value down, officer. A hotel on Mayfair. Bloody hell, mate. Officers did not find the gun, saying they believe Armstrong hid it in the house before surrendering. He knows what he did. What's the, I say Mayfair because, of course, it's done by streets in London over here, but what's the most expensive one called over there?
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
Okay, what's the second? Because it's Mayfair and Park Lane. Park Lane being the second.
Park Place.
Park Place. Ah, you Americans put in your creative spin on things.
It's an American game. There's no spin. You've spun.
I have some.
You are the spinner.
Yeah. But then, like, you can also get like local, regional versions of Monopoly as well for places around Britain. There's like a Derby version.
You can get any version of Monopoly. They have like Dragon Ball Monopoly.
Oh, yeah,
they have Millennial
Star
Monopoly.
Wars.
They have all this.
Star Trek. They do.
Was
yeah,
it
it's true.
Millennial when you had to pay using a bank card instead of actual cash.
Yeah, it's all different stuff.
Remove the element of cheating, which is a legitimate part of the game.
Yeah. I like the ancient Roman one. I should have got it when I had the chance.
Yeah?
It was cool. It was all street names like ancient Rome, and you would build temples instead of hotels, and blah blah blah.
That's cool.
Denarii were it was the medium of cash, and it had the emperor on it. I'm like, this is fun. I should have bought it.
Fair enough. A couple of people in the chat are getting it though. Do not pass go. Go straight to jail. You're fucking right, guys. Well done. Well done.
We have a group of friends. And it's the couple that recorded the Sexy Science Theater with us, which is up on OnlyFans if you guys want to watch it.
I know of it. I saw the OBS and it looks fucking phenomenal.
Thank you. We're planning a game night and we want to do Risk. It's like, yeah, Risk. Let's do Risk. First off, if you can find regular Risk, you're lucky. But they don't put the little soldiers on the sheets of plastic where you have to break them out anymore. They're all in little boxes. And it was like $35 for the fucking game.
I played the Star Wars version of Risk. where,
Risk is so fun.
it was also going to cause a couple of shots getting fired into the ground as well. It is a dangerous game, but it doesn't pretend not to be about war like Monopoly, you know. But this one, about halfway through, at least towards the end, depending on which side you're playing on, you could call Order 66 and just fuck up your opponent's troops.
Nice.
It got dumb at that point. But yeah, so many different versions of Monopoly. I would like a dinosaur version, or even, now, jot this one down, AAA Monopoly. Monopoly.
Where is that Sinatra donation, the Sailor Moon one? What?
You have a Sailor Moon donation.
I do?
Mm.
I don't know if I do. Oh, he's probably talking about Risk.
Oh, there is a Sailor Moon one. Yeah, there's a Sailor Moon Monopoly, I think. Or Sailor Moon Risk, yeah.
Yeah, you can't find Old Clue either.
Do you want to hear
Really?
some... Polly, what do you think
Or
Clue's called
guess
over
who?
here?
Tea in the conservatory.
Oh my God, he's got it right.
What is it called, actually? Hunch?
Yes. Sherlock. Children, do you fancy a game of Hunch?
Hunch! Oh God! It's a rainy Sunday evening. Come on, crack out!
Guess.
I feel it in me bones. Let's have a game.
It's called Guess.
It's called Cluedo.
Why?
I don't know.
I get. Now that you've said that, yes, I have heard that, but I had to be reminded. Yes.
He showed up late, but he made up for it, didn't he? I'm suggesting implication. Fucking hunch. All right, it's happening.
I've got a hunch. It was Colonel Mustard with this candlestick in the library.
Oh yeah, with the teaspoon.
Yeah.
She just added too many sugars and she died of a diabetic shock. There's that's a bit. Cluedo, different name. Monopoly, which normally you would think in Britain would be called Can I Borrow a Tenner? But no, it is actually still called Monopoly. Cluedo, for some reason, is different. The movie, however, is still called Clue. Yeah. You seen Knives Out 2 is coming out, by the way.
I didn't see Knives Out 1.
It was okay.
John Wick 4 is coming out.
Hey, mate, Violent Night is coming out.
True. Also true.
And The Revenge of Bambi. Anyway, that's enough about.
And I got a donation
Hunch.
for that, but it's not Christmassy unless you want blowing
It's
up.
pretty Christmassy. Like, red is a festive colour.
And Thumper's covered in it.
Yeah, well, there you go. Christmassy Thumper. It was Thumper. There you go, Sin. All right,
Told you.
Let's move on. Right, so a Ohio lawyer is accused of tossing poop-filled Pringles cans into the parking lot of Victims Advocacy Centre. Now,
when you have to go.
Lawyer is accused of.
That's not the bit that you should be speculating.
No,
over
I
there,
heard it
Colin.
right. I heard it right. Okay. So
Hey man, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay.
I get that, but like, what? How is he? Is he pooping and then putting them into the Pringles can, or is he squatting over the can?
That's what I was thinking of, and I thought I was weird. I think he was squatting.
No, I gotta go strategically placed can.
Now, when you say strategically placed,
you think he like stood over it, plotted it between his legs, and grunted,
like sewed it into his trousers.
Now, if I had to do this, I would scoot to the very end of my chair and hold the can right to my ass.
Okay, so there's scooting, not squatting, going on here.
Yeah.
Personally, I would squat.
Why go for the visual cues when you can go for the tactile response? You know, if the correct part is encircled by the lid of the can, you'll feel it.
Yeah. But then, like, also, you know, you could put a plastic bag around your hand and then, scoop out your log and then put it in. Because the thing is, like, if you're squatting over a can, it says poop filled. It doesn't say like, you know.
It
the poop can
took 2 or 3
half
days,
empty?
but he
Half full.
he wanted to send the strong message, not just one rattler knocking around in there.
No,
He wanted to-
you're squishing that in, right? Like, there's no wiggle room for worms or anything.
For the
You're
victim
filling that boy to the
advocacy
top.
center. What did they do to him? What did they do to him? Did you read the story?
Of course I didn't read the headline is plenty. Of course I didn't fucking read. So the story, it does say the lawyer, Jack Allen Blakesley, allegedly...
I got worried it was going to be my lawyer.
I got worried it was you for a while. As soon as I saw Ohio, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. He allegedly threw the it was uncovered. He didn't even put the lid back on for freshness.
That's just rude.
It is rude. Especially, what, Pringles original as well? Fucking hell. Who is walking into a parking lot going, oh, look, Mum, someone just left some perfectly good Pringles here.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
No, Timmy, no.
Look inside.
Look, they do chocolate ones. They threw it into the parking lot of Haven of Hope Victims Advocacy Centre in Cambridge, Ohio in November 2021. So it's actually taken a straight year for this breaking news to get released.
This guy has missed his opportunity. Like, as somebody who has some experience at throwing things into people's yards they don't want.
Okay. Oh, no, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
You assume they don't want, but I am attempting to... Yeah. I am attempting to convince this guy's whole family that he's a secret alcoholic drinking in the backyard at night. But... you could put it in a plastic bag and get a whole slingshot thing going.
Yeah, oh, certainly, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he missed the flaming poop bag.
I don't know. I think he's taken this game to strange new levels with the Pringles poop can.
But you nailed the central point, though. Yes, okay, you can launch it back like a football, get a nice tight spin on it, and get some yardage. Okay. But so what? A can lands there. Most people aren't going to think anything of it. How many people? Oh, look, a Pringles can. Pick it up and look inside. How many people do that?
Well, again, it depends. Is the can half full or half empty, or is it squished in there tight? In which
Pick it up and it rattled, or did you feel like a thud, dull thud?
That's going to be heavy, Sin. That's what I'm saying, mate. That ain't going to thud. That's going to clunk. Like when you throw a Pringles can which is stuffed full of human feces, people are going to know. And they did, because he got caught.
Here's what you do, Sin.
All right, notepads at the ready, everyone. Go on.
Okay. You get a firecracker, and you know where to go to get those.
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You get a small firework of some kind, and you open it up, and you pour all the black powder into the bottom of the can.
Following you so far?
Okay. You take some regular fusing material and run it down the side of the can so the fuse is touching the black powder. And then leave it over the top. Then you poop into said can by whatever method it fits your fancy.
Well, if you're doing this, you want to poop in it properly.
Yeah, you do. So it covers the black powder. You then light it, get that nice tight spin that I was talking about, and launch it. And and then kaboom, shit bomb.
Nice tight spin.
This sounds like a practice method.
Practicing for what?
Yeah, answer the fucking question, man.
No, something you have practiced.
Oh.
Right.
Well, I'm trying to make his Pringles thing make some kind of sense. Turning it into a shit bomb where it explodes all over the victims' advocacy cars is funny. Not that I think victims need...
It kind of is, yeah.
It's
not
Angels
unfunny.
of Mercy or something. What was it called?
So what I'm getting from this then, Polly, right, is and I am drawing a diagram, right?
Okay.
Right. So let's go pencil tool for this one, because we've got to keep it fucking. Well, we've got to keep it tight, right? So like here's your Pringles can right here, okay?
Yes.
Right. That's the opening right there. Is as we would expect is the opening, right? So what you're doing is you're filling the bottom with your incendiary powders, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So right. So he's all good with that. We're all good with that. We shouldn't be, but we are. And then you're pooing In the top?
No, then you run some fusing material down the side and making sure that it's in contact with it. Now,
okay,
not
right,
everyone has access to primacord or actual fuse. It's fine.
Bit of that
Just
right
go to a blind store, like Venetian blind store, and buy some Venetian blind cord. It works great as makeshift fuse. You didn't hear that from me.
God, we're getting arrested, aren't we?
No, seriously, try it. It actually does because it's fibrous, yes, but it's got a polymer flammable core to it.
Look, I've read this out.
So he has, hasn't he? I'm not just like a fucking Advocatus in the chat. Is actually giving us the dimensions of a Pringles can as well, right? So you've got your incendiary powder at the bottom. You've got your fuse out there, presumably.
Yeah, and you got the fuse,
and then you
now
poo in.
Poop. Yeah, now poop.
Now poop, right?
Oh God. You got the colors ready.
Right,
yeah.
so, I mean, look, we're color coding. So, why? How? Right? Because poop is, let's face it, a fairly moist substance. How are you stopping the fuse from going out as it goes past the main point of this bioterrorist act?
That's easy.
It's a good question, but that's the point in quality fuse. You can't just use a piece of rope or something else that will burn. You have to use something that will burn even in the rain or whatever, and proper fusing material will do that.
Okay, now here's my suggestion, right? You have now got a little metal tube, which the fuse is being run down here, right?
Yeah.
Now, what we're effectively doing here, because it never mentioned if the lid got put back on. Again, because once you pop, you can't stop, right? We know this. Which is effectively a poo-based pipe bomb.
You do want to put the lid on it to contain some, it won't be a lot, but some of the pressure, because that will allow for a larger, dispersion of the excrement.
Well, it's not going to be a dispersion, is it? Because what we got here with the lid, right, is the weakest point, and the powder is at the bottom. So what's going to happen is, boom, poo out the top of the lid.
True.
So this isn't even a poo bomb at this point. This is a poo gun.
Now that's an interesting point. You could just fire it from far back and get the fuse through the bottom of the can, like drill a small hole and then just,
What you're really limited by here is like the size of a Pringles can.
Yeah, it would be like a colostomy claymore.
All right, tucking that one away.
I thought you peaked at hunch. Let's never talk about this again. I don't think this ever really gets asked enough, but what is wrong with us?
Old man Enfield, this end towards enemy. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So, obviously he didn't put as much thought into this as we did. Obvious, because who would? Let's be honest here. Michelle Wilkinson-Carpenter, the director of the centre, said she saw him throw the can from his vehicle in the parking lot, right? So he's not... There's no incendiary powder or anything like that. We don't even know if he put the lid on. And of course, we're forgetting there's a metal base to these things as well.
There is. Yeah.
Didn't bring that up.
Well, that's what will give you the nice solid backing for your forward explosion. Yeah.
That's your Pringles primer, if you will, right there. That's...
Yes.
And the can landed close to her car. So this is not as bad as we're making it out to be, or what it potentially could have been. It was just a Pringles can filled with poo, casually discarded from the man's car. It's kind of disappointing, really, isn't it? I think... Well,
this man was not nearly as dedicated as we were. No. Holy shit.
But then, it's like, look, serial killers start off like, they strangle a cat. I think this was his cat, He's probably was working his way up to some other things, like maybe he was going to get like a barrel. And you've also got to bear in mind that he would have had to consume all of the Pringles in the can as well. So this isn't going to be a solid turd here.
I I don't know. What's his next step? He's going to call some pizzas to the joint? I don't know. This is so weak.
I think we did better.
Yes? Well, we absolutely did. Yeah.
And in doing so, made ourselves worse. So
Hold
there's
your
that.
fire!
Oh, God.
This man isn't black!
Festonia!
What?
You guys are some funny motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Only on AAA can I laugh my ass off on the news of someone dropping a deuce in a Pringles can and combined it with explosives. Well done, gentlemen.
Thank you, Festonia. I'm glad you enjoyed. There was a diagram involved. When people say, like, they go like, so sorry, what, you donate money to a YouTube podcast? You'd be like, yes, I do. And here's the reason why. Thank you very much, Festonia, for the 10.
Listen to these people
use
talk
a
about the
different
logistics.
example of that.
Listen to these people talk about the logistics and explosiotomy of poop in a can.
Explosiotomy, right? You're not going to find this anywhere else on YouTube, let's be honest. For good
Not with
reason.
this level of entertainment.
For good reason. Oh, this level of fucking detail. For jeez, fucking hell. Right, let's get out of here before I draw something else. Who recommends new name for monkeypox disease? That's right. They're worried about the racial connotations, so they've got a new preferred term, which is just M-pox.
The racial connotation of what?
Well,
you are
that's
so racist. If you would,
yes, that's it, Polly. That's it.
When I think monkeypox, I think.
Right back.
Where
I'm
are
gonna
we,
grab a
John
drink.
boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Get it, Polly. Go on. Carry on.
I was gonna say, like, when I think monkeypox, I think primates, chimpanzees, spider monkeys,
Yeah.
great apes, whatever the fuck. I don't think human beings of any variety. What the fuck is wrong with you, who?
And anyone who does is, you're part of the problem here, aren't you? You know, if that's the first thing that pops into your head, you go, oh, if I get monkeypox to come out, oh no, oh, but how will that affect the black community? Then you, sir, might actually be racist. You're more racist than the people that you are accusing of racism before it's even happened. Switzerland. Because that's where Geneva, isn't it? Golf City Librarian threw a $5 donation saying, tape the bottom 80% with duct tape and then tape the lid with a few layers of scotch tape. You could make a proper shaped charge. All right, it has officially gone too far. Thank you, Golf City Librarian, for writing that down instead of writing down, fucking hell, what was it? The Claymore?
Philosophy Claymore.
That was it. Oh, how could I forget that? Jesus Christ. Yeah, so who is not only battling infectious diseases right now, but, society. Or as I like to call it, getting ideas above their fucking station. Right, let's move on. Now, we have got something I think you guys did cover it on Friday, but of course I wasn't privy to it. It was originally the titular article because this show was first of all called An Absolute Unit until someone said, actually, no, Sinatra did this one on Friday. But we're going to bring it up anyway because look at the size of this fucking fish.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
just stuff it.
Yep. Just stuff it and put it on the wall.
Fill it up with poo and throw it in a parking lot.
Do you
Why?
think you could, like, hook up the whatever talking mechanism they put in the...
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Billy Bassmouth or whatever.
Yeah. Let's have this one talk mad shit.
Yeah.
Start saying shit about fucking who and monkeypox. Why don't we
Yeah.
eat goldfish when they have the ability of growing this long? Well, it's huge. Because like
Probably bad meat.
they're only limited by like their environment, aren't they? So if you put them in a fucking lake, then they're going to grow big.
It's probably bad meat.
That's exactly what Farr said. She's like, I'm like, holy shit. She goes, yeah, well, that's why you don't release them in the wild, because they're going to grow to whatever size, and that's why you don't, like, flush them down the toilet or whatever, because they're going to end up in the sewer system the size of nightmarish Australian creatures.
Yeah, and they are quite
And I
ugly when
thought-
they're this big.
And I thought, why aren't we farming them? You have to imagine the meat is, tough as hell. Otherwise, we would be.
And maybe we should be. Because it's going to be cheap meat as well. Like all you got to do is
It'd
just
be
leave
good.
it for a bit, you know? Like,
What's it eating?
other fish.
What right?
I mean, they do-
And
that's
by
what fish
bad
food
guys,
is.
I mean monks. Trappist monks. You cheese-making bastards, die!
faithful monks.
Trappist monks.
You tell him, Lord Dave. Thank you for the $15. When Polly made this donation, he never showed us the explosive launcher. I submit to the AAA that these Trappist monk bastards are being blown to high heaven by the Pringles cannon.
See, it's canon. I dare say it's canon now. It's part of AAA history, that is. I'm just saying, guys. You don't get that level of detail on any other stream. I'm just saying.
No.
I drew the poo.
You might get a description, but like, I mean, there was even a color diagram. Come on.
We use the right colors and everything.
You know what happened? People that were like I said, 80%, according to YouTube analytics, of all the streams I put up on my channel are consumed on mobile devices. I'm willing to bet there were people at work, walking around, driving around, whatever, hanging out with family members they don't want to talk to, listening to the AAA with their phone in their pocket. And when they heard that there was a diagram being drawn, they pulled that fucking phone out of their pocket.
You pull the car over and you watch.
Yeah. Exactly. I would have.
So name the fish carrot, although I've just been told by a cannibalistic wizard in the chat says it's not a goldfish, it's a hybrid carp, as goldfish don't have mouth whiskers like this fish does. And also carp are crap to eat. And it does, I mean, I don't know, I've never seen a goldfish, like goldfish when they're very small, yeah, alright, okay, they don't have the mouth whiskers like this, so you could be onto something. Maybe they just get them when they grow big. That's what I'm saying, like, goldfish when they're little, quite cute, you know, you go, oh, look at me little goldfish, oh, his name's Goldie, yeah, alright, fucking brilliant name, Shannon. And then they grow this big, and it just gets ugly. You know, it's like an Attack on Titan size fish, and those fuckers are ugly as well.
They are.
We're not in.
You're trying to tell me that this goldfish escaped into the wild and started hybridizing with carp?
It fucked a carp. Well, something fucked a carp along the way, and that's how we got fish pox. I don't know, man. I don't know. We don't know what happened. Fucking nature is red in tooth and fin. And this was in the Champagne region in France as well. So really, like, if it wasn't here, it would just be like English sparkling fish. It's a French fucking fish as well, as if you didn't really need any other reason to not like it. Charou says carp in general is bland. Yeah, but alright, just season it, I guess. There's a lot of fish there. I'm just saying. You can't have fucking fish this size and world hunger at the same time. Pick one.
Right, good call.
You know? Stop complaining about your bland-tasting fish. Fuck. No, from fish to robots. San Francisco police consider letting robots use deadly force. That's the last fucking thing San Francisco needs. They need less fucking
This is not the cyberpunk I wanted.
No, there's no fucking hot assassins. Assassin girls?
Yeah. 5 female assassins with
hot female assassin.
Robotic arms. Well, yeah, I don't care. Dudes. I don't want dude assassins.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get killed, it's gonna be by a hot fucking schoolgirl.
That's exactly
like a man
in a plaid skirt with robot arms and a gun that's wildly oversized for her. Anime has taught me things.
Yeah, that you can never unlearn. So it's, there's also, you're not allowed to say anything against San Francisco either. So why would they need fucking robots that can Black Mirror your ass into the next dimension?
Why don't you teach your fucking robots to pick up all the shit in the street?
Because they're stuffed in Pringles cans, Polly.
No, they're not. They're just dropping trow and shitting. It's San Francisco. There's no spitefulness over it.
They're just squatting. Just the bare-assed squat. Nary a Pringles can to be seen. Where's the class?
No, Sam, think about it. You watch a lot of Tucker. He shows the fucking excrement map. It's horrible.
He has, yeah.
You guys got robots. You got the funding for fucking robots that can fucking aim a gun. Well, surely they've got the fucking armature that I can see coming off the top of that thing. Fucking get Skynet to pick up the shit.
That's not what they're for.
Clearly you're not willing to tell people to stop.
But they actually go, no, do you know what? It's actually easier. It's more efficient if we just off the people that are shitting. That's effectively what they're saying right here. You know?
Do you think these robots are being deployed to kill the homeless?
I think someone is. Yeah.
That was the whole point of The Purge, by the way.
The movies?
Yeah.
I'm glad someone's finally worked out what the point of those films were.
Yeah, It was to kill homeless people so they're not a drain on society.
It was. They had such potential as well. The Purge movies.
They were okay for what they were, I guess.
You don't need to watch them a second time, though, do you?
Not really. I mean, were they okay for what they were?
Keep talking about this because I'm doing the wee wee dance since the Pringles can.
What didn't you like about it, Polly?
That the first movie, if you think about it, like the premise is interesting, but that's a 15-minute short, if you know what I mean. It's a 15, 20-minute student film. You know, they press the buttons and all the shutters close and and what does the whole movie devolve into? A bunch of crazy people that want to kill one person that's taken refuge in this one person's house. We're hearing about the Purge where all kinds of people are fucking dying, and the first movie is all about these young idiots, these college idiots that are just obsessed with release the one person. It's like, you've only got one day a year to kill people. Give up and go kill somebody else. Why would you waste all of your fucking time trying to get this one fucking person you fixated on? It makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. Yeah. But
so I didn't watch, like, did 2, 3, 4, and 18 do better? I didn't watch it.
I don't know. I watched the first one, and I think the second one, whichever one had the what the fuck is it called? The minigun in the back of the semi.
That wasn't the first one.
Yeah, it had to have been the second one. That one was fine. Like, they're fine for what they are. Just shut your brain off and have some background noise so you can sometimes look at it and go, okay.
Yeah, but there's better action flicks for that. Like, I totally agree with that style of movie. Totally, 100%. But The Purge?
I like what you're saying about, it's like a premise should only really be 15 minutes long. As soon as you said that as well, cock in hand, just relieving myself. Urine-wise, not sexy-wise. Well, you got to do it 21 times a month. I immediately thought, that would actually have been a Black Mirror episode, wouldn't it? Especially because you've also got the first one was like government officials were immune from the Purge; they were protected. There's something very dystopian about that as well. But then they just the first, as I say, it had such a good premise, and they just did it shit. They're looking for one person. Oh, and the boyfriend tries to kill the dad as well. Like no one saw that was going to fucking happen anyway. And then they went way out and then fucking did like loads of them and then did the first Purge. No one was asking for that. No one said, oh, these films are great, but I wish I knew how the first one went. They just went, look at that. They were all shit.
This isn't how you do eugenics.
They suck. I mean, it is how you do eugenics.
I mean, you end up killing all the wrong fucking people. Yeah, I implied there's right people to kill.
Darth Mando says Rick and Morty covered it in 20 minutes. I think that is actually all it needed, and it was better.
Right? When you don't have enough plot, I'm telling you.
Yeah, just fucking pull out a minigun. Easy. Work for Predator. So that's what's going on in San Francisco anyway. Now, Polly, I'm glad you did make it because I saw this video and I went, I got to show this on Monday. We all know Artemis 1. The first of its name, has reached the moon. Apparently, NASA scientists are giddy about the photos that they've got of the moon, nice and close up. Because it's been a while since we've been there, and camera technology has come on thusly. Thank you, OnlyFans. And now that the photos are incredibly, incredibly detailed. But did you know they also put a camera on the side of the shuttle as it took off?
No.
Oh boy! No. Oh boy! Here we go. Right. Oh, she's a beauty.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah! She puts on a lovely spread. Get a little bit of spin going as well. Goodbye, Earth.
In your face, North Korea. Look at that. That's how it's done.
Goodbye, Earth. See you soon. It's that fucking gorgeous. Everything just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And then eventually we'll become bigger and bigger and bigger. Isn't that fucking lush? One more time.
Yeah, I love how everything kind of rattled. Look at that. Look at the rattling.
Oh, yeah. We didn't bolt that bit down, guys.
We don't need it.
Fuck it. I don't think there's any sound. I mean, why would you? Because it's just...
Well,
in it. You don't really need it.
you're not going to hear anything, yeah.
It's just the ship going, fuck! And eventually you just can't see anything. But what really gets me is the smoke. How it comes out in one... Because the whole thing, like the launch pad itself, right? Here you go. This shit coming out to the left. And it's coming out to the right as well. You can't see it because we're facing the wrong way. But the way they direct the exhaust is fucking phenomenal. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to say shit. You wouldn't be able to see anything. Yeah, fucking amazing. God, I love spaceships. I fucking love them. Do you know what I also like, Polly?
Elon Musk.
Pussy. Flossie, 26, is officially crowned world's oldest living cat by Guinness World Records.
Can they prove it?
Well, I mean, presumably they spoke to her.
No, can they prove that there's not an older cat?
No. No, you're right. You're right. Also, like, obviously it's an old cat because Flossie is an old cat's name.
Flossie is an old lady's name.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like Heather is a fat girl's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, is Pamela.
I get this impression. It's like I don't know why, but it's like that cat's 26 years old. It's like, oh, you go to pet it, and it's like you want to be really gentle. You know,
yeah.
Just hello, Flossie.
My cousin had a cat
it just
that was
falls
like,
off.
My cousin had a cat that was like 20 something. It didn't even meow anymore. It was like,
yeah. We had a very, very old cat. Originally, she was named Newt, as in Newt from Aliens. But then, yeah, a cat's names evolve over time. She ended up getting called Boot, and she got really because she hated my father. So we're pretty sure she only stayed alive just to piss him off. But she used to sit there and just like doing the cat is licking itself, and she knew she didn't need cleaning anymore. She was just, hey, you're an old woman, have fun. But like instead of she's sort of fucking meowing, doing cat noises, she would just start making this bubble noise as she's licking away, and it was disgusting. My mum just went, no, we're not having her sat there. I'm trying to watch soap operas and she's doing bubbles. She called it doing bubbles, which made it sound a lot worse than it actually was. She lived to be a very, very ripe old age. Flossie. Now, I know there's a professional photographer there and everything. It's about lighting. It's about angles. This cat looks in good nick. Like, she's got, 5 whiskers? But she looks in good nick right now. Boot was not in good nick. She had, like, that old cat eye where there was just always some, like, fucking liquid coming from it and it just dried out on her fur. Like, she was old. She was horrible. She's like, she went, like, like an old lady growing old gracefully. She was like a fucking one of them old ladies that pushes around bottles fucking shopping carts full of trash, and talking about the bugs on her hands.
You've ruined this for me. I thought, oh, look at the old kitty. Oh, look, the kitty deserves the comfortable plush seat, and you're like, there's shit flowing out of its eye and bubbles, and like, oh, you made it gross.
My old cat. My cat fucking drools everywhere.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Like it's not even old too. It's like 6. But if you pet it and it starts purring, it just starts drooling.
You think maybe your cat's just like it's got like learning difficulties?
Yeah, my cat might be retarded.
But it's not Polly. I'm sorry for ruining it for you. Maybe this will make it up for you. Oldest dog is 22 years old.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not the same dog.
Listen, well, it is. He's just
I don't
turned
think it
grey.
is.
He's old. He's gone grey.
I see. These are pictures years apart.
His name is Gino. Yeah, like on the left, obviously. Again, this is a guy, but again, if it was an old lady, then she'd be the kind of one who's like in a mansion drinking martinis at 10 a.m. wearing like one of those fucking robes that've got like a fluffy collar and cuffs, and she'd go, "Oh, darling, I used to know them all." That's what's happening on the left.
I gave
right
Clark
there.
Gable a hand job. I never got the role. He promised. But
Right?
That's what you could.
I actually knew someone like that as well. She trained at the same place as Jude Law, right? And this girl wasn't even old. She was just bitter. So she was ahead of her time in that respect. And she was going on about how she knew him, and she, I fucking Jude Law. He quit this job to go on to another job, and she went. And I said to him, Jude, darling, I went, oh my God, what fucking universe am I in right now?
I would have asked the same question.
I said, Jude, darling, I said, Jude, you have to go
Pulls
where
out
the
her
people
cigarette
are.
holder and like puts one in. Where'd that martini glass come from? What the hell's going on here?
Right? Why do you keep looking at the pool boy? He's 20 years old, woman. He's not even working. Let the man wear a shirt, for Christ's sake. I said, Jude, darling. I said, you have to go where the people are, Jude. I'm sorry?
It was Jude Law in The Purge, wasn't it? Or was that Ewan McGregor?
Obi-Wan?
Yeah, one of them was in The Purge, right?
One of them, huh?
I don't think it was Jude Law.
I don't think it was Obi-Wan.
It was one of them.
It was Ethan Hawke. I know.
It was Ethan Hawke? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Those guys are kind of interchangeable.
Okay, no, they're not. But I'll tell you, you know who is it? Because I got into this for like I got into this for like an hour last night. You know who in my head is completely interchangeable? John Leguizamo and Kevin Corrigan.
I don't know who either of those are. John
I don't know who
Leguizamo.
the second one is.
I wouldn't even be able to say. That sounds like a pasta.
He was in Goodfellas. He was the guy in the wheelchair.
He was not in Goodfellas.
He was in some mob movie. I forget which one. But you know who he is. Look up a picture of him.
He was Billy Blanco from the Bronx.
Yeah, see, it's
I don't even know how to
those
start
two are completely
spelling.
interchangeable for me. Ethan Hawke and Ewan McGregor, not even close.
Oh no! All right, John Leguizamo. All right.
He was the clown in Spawn. The Violator?
Sorry, you said Spawn. I immediately went. You mean Pennywise in It? No, you're right. You're right. He was in ER. It sort of is, isn't it? I suppose. Was he? Holy shit! He's in Violent Night as well.
Yeah, he's the bad guy
back.
in Violent Night.
He's the mechanic in John Wick.
He was. He played the one guy in Land of the Dead. The guy.
I highly
with the
recommend you go
ankle
back
shooter.
and watch Carlito's Way. By the way,
And he was Tybalt in Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
because you get to see Sean Penn not be a total fucking douchebag, even though he's playing a total fucking douchebag, but doing a great job of it. He plays a scumbag Jewish lawyer. Surprise. Not about the Jewish lawyer, about the fact that
no one
Sean Penn's
touched
a
that.
scumbag.
I had to stop myself for a minute there. Fucking hell. I always get him mixed up with the guy from Sopranos, the young guy who gets addicted to heroin.
Christopher Moltisanti?
I get those mixed up.
John
Leguizamo
you get John Leguizamo mixed up with
well, I did once.
Shit,
Because I watched
Spider.
the Super Mario Brothers, the film, the other day, and he is in that. He's Luigi, isn't he?
Dude, Leguizamo has not aged a day.
Dude, he hasn't. He really hasn't. I'm just amazed that I managed to Google Leguizamo.
Like
Should
the
we have a
Shadow
titular
Cat made my
article?
day. I always confuse Matthew McConaughey and Owen Wilson. I love it.
How?
Because Matthew McConaughey thinks of himself as like, oh, I'm this sexy guy who does like 1,000 crunches a day and smokes weed. Yeah, that's me. Idiot ass Joe to Owen Wilson. I love
Compared
it.
to,
Wow.
So I just looked it up. The guy who played Christopher Moltisanti is Michael Imperioli or something like that.
Imperioli.
He's
You're
56
Italian,
years
for
old.
God's sake.
He's
Yeah,
56 years old. He looks
56?
every day of that 56. Leguizamo is 62 and he looks 12.
He's aging like a fine wine, isn't he? Maybe Leguizamo is like just gradually siphoning the life force from Imperioli.
Holy, maybe.
Sounds like an Italian cake. Or cream-filled pastry at the very least. Let's have a titular article. I had to change the name of the stream. It was Absolute Unit to Now We're Talking. And it is science-based, and it is science that we can all get along with, because genetically modified tobacco plant produces cocaine on its leaves. Fucking thank you,
There
science.
was an X-Files episode about this.
And now it's coming true. This is cocaine. Thank you, Alamy. Stock photos right there. We don't actually have any proof that it's cocaine. It could be a fucking mountain in the Arctic. We don't actually know. It depends how close you get to it, I suppose. Tobacco that produces cocaine. Science is finally doing something for the people. Next up, keeping puppies forever. That's all we ask. That and this, obviously. And you may not consider yourself newsed.
Nice.
Nice indeed. Let's look over to the poll right here. And we have got what game shall we play as What That Tweet and Movie Quotes. Movie Quotes coming in at 39%, but What That Tweet is today's winner with 61%. How many people voted?
Bullshit, rigged.
233 people voted. Which is 233 people voting. That is amazing considering when I finish the stream, it's going to say peak concurrent 198. So talk amongst yourselves for a moment, gentlemen, and I will bring up the game. Because I didn't know which one to bring up.
Sinatra.
I've got to get rid of this amazing fucking diagram first, though, and I kind of feel as though I want to keep it, but I am going to get rid of it.
Make it the thumbnail. No one will know what it is. We'll all have a good laugh. Go ahead.
Like, for real?
I agree.
Yeah. What? You think I'm kidding? Go ahead and do it. I
You
would.
should absolutely do this.
Give it to me. I'll use it for Wednesday if you don't want to.
Right. Yeah, this is it. This is it from now on. This is us, guys. Pringlepoop.jpg. We're off. Well, why is it that show that you used to do, Millard? Why did it stop? It's a long story, Mum.
Yeah, YouTube came down on us. For what? All right, look. So there was this lawyer in Ohio.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Do continue. I forgot. I've got to go through all these.
I thought you were doing things.
I am doing things, but I'm trying to listen as well. Do you know how many folders I've got for games? It's ridiculous.
All right, fair enough.
18.
Sinatra, how do you?
Just thought you wanted to know the answer.
How do you set up a poll?
If you are hosting, it's at the bottom, and it'll give you a little plus sign. It says ask your chat, something like that. Start a poll or something.
No.
Pin a message. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's literally also. Yeah, it's a new thing. I've utilised it quite well, actually. I think I've done a poll every week since it came out. Who don't like that? Seriously,
I'm so terrible at this game. All right.
All right. And speaking of all right, should we have a game? Let's have a game. Yeah, it's by popular demand. There was only 2 to vote from, just like the party system in America. We are going to be playing What That Tweet, hashtag put an app in a movie. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. There is a movie name, but I blanked out one word and it has been replaced with the name of an app. And it is your job to work out what's what. Now, here's another question. Have I found an actual pen? The answer is no. I'm still using the spinal cord of the pen that broke last week. It's bendy. I've got...
Well, it's not like you have to write the great American novel. It's fine. You're just doing fucking tallies.
Why would I write a great American novel?
What are you going to write? The Great British Novel? You don't know Arabic.
The Great Twatsby. Come on.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and just like tick off the Drunken made a terrible pun thing real quick. There we go.
Right. Look, Sinatra wins. Let's end the show. Fuck.
So, let's play What That Tweet.
I'm so
you don't get to turn up late and leave early, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. 1 of 10, and this is the first one. It is from Barking at M. Dicey. Love me, blank. Hashtag put an app in a movie.
Love me, tweeter.
Close, but you think you're on the right path. I'm also going to add in a little column for the chat right here. So I have written down many things. 4 letters. Love me, blank. 'Tis an app.
Facebook.
It is not Love Me Facebook. You're not quite understanding. It is Big Dro in the chat is correct. It is Love Me Tinder.
You said 4.
I said what?
Nothing.
Yeah. I have said many things. Joshua Montgomery, Love Me Twitter, very, very good as well. Zombie Teddy is just saying Tender. That is just the name of a film, you idiot. So it's Love Me Tinder. Well done, Big Dro. Point to the chat, and we're off. Number 2 is from Catalina saying, hashtag put an app in a movie. Schindler's blank.
Wish.
No, but there you go. You're getting there. You're thinking on the right path.
Schindler's Tumblr?
No.
Schindler's Twit.
Not quite. Not quite.
Schindler's Listicle.
Oh.
No. Lisa says, Drunken, you said 4 letters. I said...
You did say 4 letters.
Yeah, no,
That's what I was complaining
I said
about.
that I'd written down 4 letters. P, S, S for Sinatra, and C for chat.
That was not specified. You said it at the worst
realise
time
I
possible,
had to. Big Dro for a second time. It's Schindler's Lift. Second point to chat. Very good, Big Dro.
Oh, yeah, that is an app.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Look, Big Dro's just rocking it. Okay.
Big Dro is rocking
All right, Big Dro wins. That's it.
No,
That's the game. Good job.
It is Kornaki's Khakis, The King and Blank. Hashtag put an app in a movie.
King and iPod.
Oh, so close, Polly. Come on, get in there. Go, go,
iTunes.
go, go.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Woo!
See, he wants to hang around now, doesn't he? Fuck it.
No, I'm just excited I got one.
I'm excited too, buddy. I'm excited too. You said Drunken Steve Dave threw $1 saying, fucker, just go to a bank and take a damn pen. They will not care. Also, I just laughed my ass off because someone bought and left 4 cans of Pringles in the front of the clock outside the terminal at my job. Oh, mate, calling the bomb squad. Jesus Christ. And I can't go and take a pen from a bank. They chain them up. We're not to be trusted. Right, on to round 4. It is the hunt for blank October. Hashtag put an app in a movie.
Reddit.
Sinatra, it is Reddit. You sound like a rabbit right now. Shut up.
Reddit.
A rabbit?
Reddit.
Fuck, you sound like a frog. Rabbit? God damn it. Reddit. That is a point to Sinatra. Fuck Sinatra. Number 5. It's from Richie the Sea. Hashtag... Sorry. Blank in the Bronx. Hashtag put an app in a movie.
What's in the Bronx in the movie?
I don't know.
Well, the chat is still
Urban
saying
Decay?
Urban Decay in the... Poop! It's
Crime
poop!
Watch?
Divine Petulance with Tumblr. It's not Tumblr. Advogatas with Rumble. That is the answer. It is Rumble in the Bronx. Is the actual name of the film.
Rumbler in the Bronx? Rumbler's
No,
an app,
but
right?
it is the one hodgepodge with Bumble in the Bronx. That is
What the fuck is Bumble?
Yeah, what the fuck
dating
is a
app
Bumble?
like Tinder.
For who?
Oh, you people with your girlfriends and your lack of loneliness. Number 6. The
No,
Blair
who's Bumble
Blank
for? Who's Bumble
Project.
for?
Which?
Single people.
You son of a...
Hashtag put an app in a movie.
Twitch.
Sinatra says. That's a point to Sinatra.
See, this one makes sense.
Listen.
Yeah. Look, I didn't say they were good. Number 7.
It's a neurological condition and Blair shouldn't be made fun of for it.
Blank framed Roger Rabbit. Hashtag put an app in a movie. Oh yeah, Big Dro says, is that the app where the girl asks out the guy? Yeah, it is the
Oh, no wonder nobody knows about it.
Sadie Hawkins app. Or is it Hopkins? It's Hawkins.
Sadie Hawkins.
Sadie
yeah.
Hawkins.
The Susan B. Anthony app. Hashtag who framed... fucking blank who framed... Fucking blank framed Roger Rabbit. It is Your Ridiculous Lunatic comes in. It is Hulu. There's another point to the chat.
That's stupid.
That is
stupid. Dumb. You're dumb. Number 8. Hashtag put an app in a movie, Tango and blank.
Cash App.
Polydub.
Woo! Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was not stupid. Number 9 is from El Capitan Americano. Hashtag put an app in a movie, blank and Commander.
I don't know what movie that is. So
I don't know either. Captain and Commander, I think.
It's Russell Crowe, I believe.
Okay. That doesn't help.
This is where the chat catches up, just going, catch up! Well, I'll give you a clue.
Is it Captain and Commander?
The name of the movie is Master and Commander. Having beans with MasterCard, excellent thinking. Shadowclaw with Twitter. It's not Twitter, Shadowclaw. Zombie Teddy with Grindr. It's not Grindr.
I have no
This
idea.
was in the news recently. I think Taylor Swift.
Oh, a Ticketmaster.
Ah, Polly in there just before sin. It is indeed Ticketmaster and Commander. And on to number 10.
That is stupid.
It is stupid. It is John Ray's Minions, The Rise of Blank. Hashtag put an app in a movie.
YouTube?
What are they the rising of? What's the name of the movie?
This is
Gru.
the guy. Yeah, that's the guy from Despicable Me.
That doesn't help. What's his name?
Gru.
Oh, Gru.
So you've basically both just given half of the correct answer.
Grubhub? Groupon?
Not Grubhub. Very good. And it is indeed Groupon. Sinatra says.
That's stupid.
It is stupid. I know it's a stupid game.
This is why we should have played movie quotes.
Well, you did vote for it. But it is currently the chat with 4, and Sinatra says with 3, and Polydub with 3. So we've got to work out who is actually going to be, and this one is easy, guys. Right, so here we go. Ready? This is your tiebreaker. It is hashtag put an app in a movie, blank, off.
Facebook.
Boom! That was, unfortunately, the tiebreaker, which means today, actually, the chat doth win. Well done, chat.
Good job, chat.
Good job, chat. You're good people. And you're going to make
the
someone a
rise
very,
of the Third Reich.
very happy wife one day. That's right, so let's take a look at the bingo card then. Chat just won the game, which really hooked us up. An article's pulled up and 1 or 2 minutes of unrelated banter did pass. There was no alcohol talk. There was some awkward dead air. Weirdly, only as Polly joined up. Polly blames insomnia for something retarded. Didn't happen. But hey, there's still Wednesday. There was no twat with a stupidly loud engine in the background. Chat did get berated for the likes ratio. There were technical difficulties. There was no bot invasion. There was no gun talk. There was no Polly rant. Polly, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just mellow.
Just mellow. They call him mellow rapist. No one said shenanigans. It's just
Whoa.
I said they. I don't know who it is. It was just they.
Bastards.
The royal they. Sinatra did not pass gas, at least not to my knowledge. I did go for a wee, so I'm just going to, There was no fucking massive donation. The news did go way over time by about 20 minutes, and that was fine, because that's just what happens sometimes. Donations didn't play at the same time. Nobody said anything racist. We came close. Wait,
there was implications.
A Jew's a race?
Yes.
Some would say yeah. Well, it still came close. The show has gone on now for over 2.5 hours, so I'm putting that one in as well. We don't need editors. Didn't happen. There was no police or ambulance siren in the background. There is no line, ladies and gentlemen, which means no one is getting laid. No, sir, not today. But don't worry about it, because we're going to be back very, very soon. Sinatra, have you got anything you want to shield before we get out of here?
Tucker Tuesday tomorrow. That's it.
Of course, the main show on the internet right there.
It is.
And Polly, how was the old Noir Bois?
It featured the illustrious return of Far. She hasn't been on Noir Bar in like a couple months, so that was pretty awesome. It was a good time.
Nice indeed, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was 4 hours of nonsensical, drunken, caffeinated rambling. Noir Bar.
Oh, the ultimate combination. Well, there we go then, guys. This show is over. Mark Smart says, do you recognise the bodies in the Pringle water? I do not recognise the bodies in the Pringle water. But if fuck. Well, that's it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go shitting into a Pringles can just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm AST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island, with news, games, and banter that will make you squat at the edge of your chair. I am going to be heading over to twitch.tv/Drunken Plays for some epic gameage, against my better judgment, as I do have an incredibly sore throat, which I think is only going to get better the more I use my voice. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the wonderful donations, the best goddamn chat online. And don't flush your goldfish away.
No. It'll come back huge.
Yeah. And you
come back looking for you.
You wake up, it's at the foot of your bed, just flapping away.